you guys had found your way away from the Wandering Emporium and made it all the way to Fort Knucklebone. At which point you met with a hag uh, who, upon seeing Lulu, decided that, she could help Lulu remember certain things. Uh, but it would take a little while to do stuff, and why don't you guys go out and help and assist with the people at her fort? So you guys kind of split up and wandered around making new quote unquote friends in the area.
Friends.
And finally, each of you have now been gathered back without. You basically managed to navigate things without violence with all of these bizarre characters. Uh, some of you actually managed to gain some tokens, including let's see, at least one finger bone from the red caps.
Yeah.
But now the night hag is ready for you. Let me pull out a token for it just in case. There. Yeah, so she's ready for all of you, especially for Lulu. And as you gather back inside of her hut, she directs you to some various odd cushions, not much smaller than the one that she was sitting in earlier. These also appear to be kind of lumpy objects made from some kind of skin you can't readily identify, and stuffed with who knows what. But they are soft enough. And she's pulled this into a circle, basically into a circle around some kind of odd fiendish style circle. Uh, and she basically has one cushion, and it's made out of some kind of black material, some kind of weird leather. And she gestures a bit towards Lulu. Now, dear, why don't you sit there and we can begin the ritual? Lulu, at this point, of course, looks at Rhiannon.
Rhiannon gives like Lulu scritches under the ears. Okay, Lulu. This'll help.
She curls her trunk and gives you the look in her eyes that she trusts you implicitly, and flies off to yes, and flies off to the pillow and to sit down.
About to have a little whatever the fuck that thing is enemy.
Maggie, but the night hag gestures off to the other cushions. All of you, please sit.
I sit upside down.
Rhiannon will sit. I mean, it's close to like Lulu as possible, so she'll just like I guess just sit down.
I'll take a seat as well.
Maggie.
Yes, Ack will try to sit.
I will stand on a seat.
She kind of like gives Biddy a little look for a moment, and then places two skulls on little lines along the circle that she drew. And she smiles a bit. Now, stay put, close your eyes, and open your minds. The ritual should only last about 10 minutes, but in that time, we will be joined in a telepathic bond. If any of you leave the circle, the ritual will be interrupted, and I'll have to start over.
Okay, Betty sits.
Now sit, stay sitting, close your eyes, and we will begin. And she sits on her own much larger beanbagish quality cushion. And to do things like waiting for everybody to close their eyes.
One quick out of character question: what exactly is this gonna do?
It's a
Lulu's
telepathic
memory
link.
But what for?
to get Lulu's memory back.
It's the memory ritual that she's been preparing for Lulu.
Okay.
Everybody in the party is meant to take place, or basically you're going to be left out of everything that for basically the rest of the session. You're going to end up being sitting out, but not able to do anything. So,
No, I'll go.
well, it is your choice. If you don't want to take participation, you can sit there in your own private little room. All right. So everything fades from around the group of you. Stupid thingamajiggy. There we go. Everything fades from around you. And as things begin to come into focus, you see rich, radiant light of 100 dancing rainbows that slowly dissolve. Warm sunlight fills the area. Within that space, you see Lulu flying lazily over a lush meadow at the shoulder of a beautiful, blindfolded angel. As the pair strolls through the tall grass, the voice of the hag fills your mind. Push through the vision. It only represents what Lulu wishes was true. We need to see more. Now, all of you need to roll an intelligence saving throw.
Oh, that's great.
You okay over there, Jesse?
Yeah, just waking up.
Oh, jeez, yeah.
Just make us come. Er, intelligence saving.
Is it magic?
It's an intelligence saving throw.
Yes, but is it magic in its nature?
It's in this case, it's not affected by your particular magical radiance. No, your magic countering radiance. It's everyone has a straight intelligence roll at this point. Intelligence saving throw. Sorry, straight intelligence saving throw. All right. The sunny meadow begins to fade to black as the dream sequence progresses towards another dream. A flame-encircled battlefield appears on a barren hellscape. At the center of the circle, Lulu and the angel lie unconscious and prone, horribly injured. You see yourselves standing in defense of Lulu and the angel, facing outward as 6 small, spine-covered devils creep closer. In the distance, a formation of battered and retreating human warriors disappears through a portal. The devils, hisses the hag's disembodied voice. You must defeat those devils! And the hag cannot help you in any of this. Nor can Lulu. Lulu is just kind of there as part of the backdrop. But 6 spined devils suddenly turn towards you as if they are real. Don't sit on me, little guy.
Guys,
Hmm?
I think they're angry at us.
Can we place ourselves where we probably would be?
No, you're currently in a circle. This is the circle that you woke up in, and you didn't realize that, since you didn't have any frame of reference that you would be moving anywhere, you are currently in said circle with Lulu at the center. Let's see, that would be there. Yeah, there we go. So no, unfortunately, like I said, you basically would have been in the mindset that you are passively perceiving because you didn't say that you were moving anywhere, so you are still in that same circle that you were in before. Therefore, this is where you're at. All right, everybody, roll for initiative.
Initiative.
Nope. I'm gonna be lost.
We're gonna kill some green devils.
Better. I'm not gonna be able to do anything.
Didn't select myself.
That's not the spirit, Betty.
Rolled a 9.
Oh, come on, I selected
Yes!
myself.
One rolled lower than me! 2 rolled lower than me!
Goddamn. Okay.
3! See, being doubtful works.
And my cat is now laying on top of the book.
Of course, because cats.
Yes.
Uh,
But you're such a
my
cute little guy.
doubtfulness made me be
Oh,
before.
come
3 of them.
on. Wait. Oh, you're joking.
Alright. Will.
15.15? Me 15.14? Come on.
Will, the stealthy and fast but elderly gnome gets to go first.
Well, Shillelagh. And go invisible, I think. And that's his action and bonus action. And then I'll move kind of here. Yeah, there. And that's my turn.
Alright. So one of the Spine Devils goes first. And it's the one that's closest to Biddy.
Yeah, I know this. Thank you.
Sorry. That's like Biddy's. All of Biddy's whining. This has conspired. This has caused the dice gods to say, "Yeah, you're getting hit first." Sorry.
Or maybe it'll miss.
We'll say. So, it will bite and attempt to fork you.
Ow.
Attempt to what you?
Fork you. Stab you with a fork.
The fork missed.
Yes.
The bite didn't.
So you feel its
Yep,
teeth
fork.
digging into your little halfling frame.
Do you mind?
Rhiannon.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, Impy. Get out the way. Ooh. We're gonna go. Yeah. Yeah, yeet the imp. So in this, just to clarify, in this vision, Lulu and her angel are in the middle of the circle as well.
Yeah, but they don't appear to. It's like the devil, like it's as if the devils are there, but while you can see Lulu and the angel, it's as if they're in a slightly different.
Incorporeal kind of.
Yeah, like you
Okay.
can see them perfectly, but you get the feeling that they have they're like the shadow, they're like shadows here, whereas these spine devils, whatever they are, they could be something else entirely, but they're taking the form and abilities of the spine devils and can cause you real harm.
Got it. So I just wanted to verify this isn't a protect the Lulu. This is kill the devils.
Right.
Cool. Okay, well in that case, let's just start killing shit. Okay, so Rhiannon's gonna come over here, and she's going to give a fisty special.
No.
50 special. Especially after that fork joke.
Fisticuffs.
Oh, fuck.
Okay, so 4 points of bludgeoning damage. Oh yeah, I forgot how to Rhiannon. Okay, so bonus action before the next. Well, can I mid bonus action my attack action? Because I have another.
What are you
hit.
talking about?
Can I cast hex before I hit again?
Sure. I'll
Okay.
I'll allow that.
She will cast hex because I forgot she's warlock.
Yeah. Well, that's why you've got Impy.
Yeah, it's yeah. Okay, so hex, that's up, and then she's gonna bop it again. Unarmed strike. And that,
And that one misses.
so that is her turn.
All right. Let's see. So this spine devil over here. Let's see. This spine devil over here takes aim at Lunissa with its spines and launches them right at her.
Roll 20 isn't working real great.
Does a 21 hit?
I was gonna use the catch Mishalting monk sketch. So,
Okay. You can do that on the first one.
Yeah, but roll 20 isn't cooperating right now. So
It's 1d10 plus.
Level plus dex.
Yeah.
Dex modifier for us.
Plus class level.
Yes.
Oh, I didn't hear that part. Discord. Why?
Okay, when you're hit with a ranged weapon attack, you do so. Damage you take from the attack is reduced by 1d10, your dexterity modifier, and your monk level. Okay, so the first you managed to reduce all of the damage from the first one, but the second one would still hit you for 5.
okay.
You
By
gonna
the way,
spend a key?
Oh, unless you spend another key. I thought that was reaction. I'm sorry.
no,
to
you
throw
can
it
spend the key to throw it back, but
Yeah.
I mean,
Ah, that's
there's
right.
no real. I'm gonna save my key for something else.
All right. Then you use your reaction to deflect missiles, and you only take 5 damage instead of 6. And sorry, instead of 11. So that's pretty good.
Ain't bad.
Urk.
Hello. It is I, Urk. Urk with the magic hands. Hmm. Wait. Can I move?
Hmm.
Or is this in our imagination slash thought world and it's
You can move.
okay to move?
Yeah,
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
Rhiannon
so
already
we can-
moved.
Okay, cool.
It's just that
cool,
when you were,
cool,
is
cool,
it
cool.
that when you were, if first introduced into the dream world, you would be in the same position as you were in the real world one, and so you didn't move prior to the counter with the spine devils.
Okay, he is going. Oh, this is gonna be fun. From being able to do this. Okay. So, if I'm correct, I should be able to. Okay, so is just gonna walk over to here, 20 feet,
All right.
and he's gonna cast Thunder Wave.
All right.
Hells yeah. At a level 2. Achoo!
Constitution saving throw. Let's see.
Haha!
They both take full damage, which is
And it's
19.
in a 15-foot radius as well. So that means these guys here would also get hit.
Hold on 1 second. Let me calculate that. And let me take the damage off of these guys first, and then give me a second. If you can
No problem.
stop doing that, that would be great. It's
Sorry.
raged. Sorry, I get so distracted by things so easily. It's just. No, actually, only this one here. Only this one here gets hit by that 15-foot radius. The other
Oh.
one is just outside of it.
That's fine. It's still hitting 3 targets at once.
Yep.
And
So I have to roll that again.
I'm-
Let me 1 second. I have to roll. And that one's
oh, you
saved.
fucker.
So it takes 9 points of damage.
And I'll give Lunis bardic inspiration.
And how do you inspire her?
With heavy metal, of course.
All right. This
wait,
you hear
oh.
you hear a bard a chord of heavy metal sent your way for inspiration. Lanissa?
Mm-hmm. I hear you.
Okay, want to make sure you heard.
Aren't you gonna use one of your special things that you get from your subclass?
Huh?
You know your subclass empowers your bardic inspiration, right? We went over this at character creation.
What do I have? Hold up. What? I'm confused.
I mean, let me
What,
look
what bar is it? Creation?
this one.
Note
Oh,
of
yeah.
potential.
Oh yeah.
I
Yeah,
don't know.
'cause
I don't exactly know what that is.
it makes your bardic inspiration better. That's all it does.
Oh,
You can do
then
one
I
of those
do that.
notes.
They're actually really cool. We have a bard in our Thursday campaign. that does that.
I'll do
You can
note of
give a
potential
note instruction.
instead of bardic inspiration.
All right.
And it's a
Galmil.
new note.
Hmm.
You hear the heavy metal music playing over the battlefield after a
Did I
thunderous
do a
wave.
performance check?
Does it say to do a performance check on there?
Nope.
No.
Then nope. You're just using your imagination with this. Because you are
Yeah.
attempting to inspire Lanissa.
Wow. Bonus action, shillelagh. Moving back full square. You all seem to have this quite handled. But just in case. And he is going to,
Summon Charles.
using a third level spell slot, cast. If it'll actually. If it'll actually cast. Oh?
Oh no. Roll 20.
Do it a ting or a 20?
Do the ting.
Okay, well, fuck you, Rod. Uh, do, 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 do.
And who are you blessing?
I can bless up to 5 people. So I'm gonna bless Rhiannon.
Okay, so with up to 5 people, it's easier to say who you're not blessing since there's 6 of you.
Mm,
You can't bless Will because you can't see him, right?
Yeah, that's a point. Everybody but Will is blessed.
There you go.
that doesn't say that creatures I can see though. It just says
Really?
creatures in range.
Mm.
Ooh.
Then who don't you bless?
Are you
Uh,
fancy?
Well, Urk seems to be mostly using spells a lot. He's noticed, which this won't really help with.
Okay. So
So
Urk
yeah,
is the
he'll-
Urk is
he'll
the only
normally do
person
that.
not to be blessed. Everyone
Good,
else.
because if I was blessed, I'd be burned in flames.
Oh my god.
You guys are in hell. Anyway.
What's a good
Oh,
tip?
The-
What do you want us to use for bless?
You can mark it in your sheet, like toggle that one bless thing that should be off the one side. Unless you don't
Oh,
have that set up
yeah.
on the sheet, so it'll automatically calculate onto your thing. It's
I can
Gamma
check
that just
that
needs the concentration thing up, which he has.
For a minute.
Mhm.
Where's that bless thing?
Is that all you wish to do, Gamma?
That is bonus action in action, and I ain't moving anywhere
All right.
for now.
What was your? Oh, that's right, Shillelagh. Never mind.
The cantrip
So,
stuff here. Yay. Might as well activate it.
so this spine devil will move back here. And will also aim its spikes right at Lanissa.
It was full of them, so
Paul Nissa.
Miss and miss.
Miss.
I just want to rage already.
Lanissa.
I'm gonna attack this one. I have advantage because assassin,
All right. That one hasn't gone yet, so go ahead.
uh, sharpshooter, and all that stuff. Blast. The venom dagger that is not active is this one. So does that hit? It's
Yeah.
a
Yeah,
17.
that would hit, and that's a lethal strike. The body just tumbles over and dissolves in the black smoke.
And
I
then
weakened it for you.
I'm gonna throw one at this guy.
Okay.
No sneak attack, but still sharpshooter and all.
Okay.
Seeing I have bless, so that should cancel out.
Yeah, and that one also goes down and dissolves into black smoke.
I'm gonna run over to this one.
I
Has
love
that
it
one
how
been
it's
in
a
initiative?
natural -1.
Yeah, that one has.
And I'm gonna punch him in the face twice with one key point.
Okay. You squeals of pain as you strike twice at this thing's face, breaking a few little minor spines. Not the kinds that it can throw at people with its tail, but still.
Mhm.
Is that all you can do, Lisa?
I mean, I could do a stunning strike on that, but I don't see the point in it because it's probably gonna die. So I'm good.
Okay, Biddy.
Alright. Flank it.
The little halfling runs around to the other side of the spine devil as it's turning to face Lanissa.
And swing with my longsword.
And is that one-handed or two?
One-handed. I'm dual wielding.
Alright.
Wait. I'm a dual wielder, remember?
Mm-hmm.
And then swing with
that
my
hits.
rapier.
But the second attack doesn't... Oh, wait, you're at advantage. So yeah, the second attack does hit, and that does kill. Let's say
Nice.
the 10 wouldn't have hit, but that one did. You see another spine devil dissolve into black smoke.
Alright, that was 10. So I can move there.
Quick question: did we have a rest before we did this?
No.
Okay.
So this spine devil turns and bites at Rhiannon. And then stabs at her with its fork.
Ow.
First one hits. So,
Sinks its teeth into your arm and draws blood.
hold on 1 second. So that's 11 points of damage. And then, fuck you. What is it called? Reaction. Pre-natural encounter. If a creature misses you with an attack, immediately use your reaction to make an unarmed strike. Getting it right in the face. I can't figure out the bless thing because it's not on my sheet, so I will just add a D4.
Hold on.
Do the gear thing.
I tried and I can't find it, so
I'll set that up so hopefully for your next turn that you'll be
Cool,
able
there
to
you go.
get it.
So that hits. So 7 points of bludgeoning damage. I couldn't figure it out.
There you go. It's on there now. It's the
Thank you.
global save modifier.
Yeah, I just couldn't toggle it on, and I found the checkbox, but I couldn't find it on there. To move it
Yeah.
down, so thank you.
No problem. That's one of the things the GMs are for. Yep. 7 points of damage against that.
Don't forget your hex.
Oh wait, so that basically you get a strike back. Is that what I just heard?
Yeah, I'll link
Excellent.
it. Hold on 1 second. Where's it?
I seem to recall that monks do have counter even in D&D as a potential ability.
Yeah, this is Cobalt Soul. Yeah.
Yep. In playing all those years of Final Fantasy, I am used to monks monks / martial artists turning around and smacking the crap out of
Yeah,
something that just attacked them.
I heard you, Fluffy. Sorry. Thank you. 1 point ahead.
Yeah, it's one. These things don't seem to have a lot of.
I was just trying to link that for Grizz
Yeah.
first. Thank you.
And then we have a will. Again. With only two
Walk
enemies
over
left.
here
3
and
enemies
smack
left
it.
on the field.
Kill this
So,
one.
Rhiannon, you just basically smack right back at the thing that bit you, and all of a sudden,
Yes.
I'm just waiting for Will strike.
Oh.
Okay. No, I was like, oh, something happening. Should I just wait?
My bad. I was
Out of
waiting.
the sky,
I was
all of a
waiting.
sudden,
I was-
invisible gnome.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I was waiting
all
to
of a
narrate.
sudden, the kneecaps.
Well,
Get
I
hit.
don't know.
Or are you feeling nuts today?
Yeah, basically, you suddenly see the thing, half of this thing's spines down its back are suddenly crushed by a single attack that seemed to come out of nowhere. You can't even see its source. As the invisible gnome strikes again.
Is it dead?
Nope, it's still there.
The invisible gnome strikes back.
So that's 10, 15, 20, 25. I'm out of the way from anything.
Okay. Rhiannon.
Damn it, you're invisible. I can't take a step to get advantage on the goddamn hit.
Mhm.
I don't know you're there.
But I won't get it.
I know. I know. It was just one of those things I'm like, okay, so, yeah, fuck this thing. So, hit it. And then I'll hit it again.
I'm not even seeing the first hit. It hasn't appeared on my screen yet.
Oh.
Yes,
There we go.
both.
Yeah, the first hit was enough to break it.
Oh, okay. So then she will use her movement to, oh,
Well,
We lose a Jesse? There he is.
there, he's back.
5, 10, 15. I guess bonus action to move the hex over to,
Alright,
This
so
guy?
use your hex because the 6 damage goes to this guy.
yeah, I'll spell hex. Ooh.
Ooh, 11 damage. Nice. Seems to make squawking in pain from the
Yeah,
attacks.
she's not gonna burn a key. She's gonna just, yeah, that's it.
Yeah, the other spine devil goes to bite and fork at Eric. Missing both times. Eric. Jesse.
You're muted, Jesse.
I was muted. I'm sorry. God damn it. Here I was about to, be my character for a little bit. Can I rage since it attacked me?
If you want, you can rage before something attacks you, you know. It just
Oh.
requires taking damage or attacking something to sustain the rage.
Okay,
Yeah.
well I'm
Two things
gonna
left.
rage.
Also, you
Welcome
can't
to
cast
Rage
spells.
Shadow Legends. That's fine. I just want to bap it with a great axe.
That's a fair response.
Bap it. Oh.
And that's a miss. It manages to
Oh.
dodge out of the way of your great axe and seems to be sticking its tongue out at you.
In Infernal, I'll use Vicious.
Bless.
No, I didn't get blessed.
Oh yeah, that's right. Sorry.
I'm gonna Vicious Mockery.
Now,
this
can
fucking
you
thing
cast
Infernal.
spells while you're raging?
I
You can't.
thought Vicious Mockery
Ah.
was just talk-
You can't use You can't use. Okay, if you're able to cast spells, you can't cast them or concentrate on them while raging. So therefore, you cannot use vicious mockery while raged.
Oh, this one is an action.
Yeah, you also attack, so you can't.
Ah, there we go. There's that too.
But doesn't he have Great Weapon Master? No, Reckless Attack though.
He had to declare it before he attacked.
Yeah.
Fair.
I didn't know I had. Wait, what's Reckless? I don't see
Attack
that.
You
with
get an
advantage.
instant advantage, but the next attack on you has advantage as well.
No, all attacks, not the next.
The
All.
next turn of attacks gets advantage over you. So basically,
there it is.
yeah,
I didn't see that.
yeah. Well, something to
It
keep
goes
in mind
back
for next
to-
time.
Learning.
I'm sorry, I never played a barbarian before.
Neither
No,
have
that's
I.
good.
That's fine.
Learning. Yeah, it's all
You're
good.
learning.
You're
Yep.
learning.
You learned something new.
It's all part of the game.
Gilmill, what would you like to do?
Hey, look, I have advantage.
Yes, you do.
I learned the hard way that I had been rolling d4s for my unarmed strikes in a session when I should have been rolling d6s the entire time.
And you bop it, and it collapses, turning into black smoke.
Don't forget that also applies to weapons you are proficient with.
What does?
The martial die increase, because that's
Ah.
why my daggers do d6s instead of d4s.
Yeah.
Nice.
I'm still learning, monk.
Yeah, I think the only thing it's limited to is like not heavy weapons, basically.
Yeah.
I mean, proficient, which is the simple weapons. It also
Yeah.
applies if you go Kansei, so.
Well, then why does it work with like darts? That
It
doesn't
works
make
with
any sense.
warts. It works
No,
with
it's
warts.
not. It's not doing it in D&D Beyond.
It-
We can talk about this later. It's a different character. But yeah,
Anything else you can do, Gilmill?
I can bonus action flip that one off.
hey, I would like to argue that's a free action.
Well, I don't have anything else to do.
The spine devil takes its final stand attack against Rhiannon.
Miss. I think that second one misses too. I think her AC is like 19.
Yes,
Yeah,
it is.
Miss.
And it is completely useless.
Fucking hierarchy.
I'm Dexy.
Dexy. I
Um,
pinched the cat's
this-
ears.
Lunis is gonna go over here, if it's my turn. Right?
Mhm.
I'm just gonna throw a dagger at the thing. Sneak attack applies, because Rhiannon is right next to it. That one misses, I presume.
Yeah, that would miss.
Okay, second one.
That one hits, and the last of the spine devils dissolves. Ah, that was good. The hag says.
Will goes back to visible.
I would suggest. And then everything goes black, and you find yourselves back in essentially your original positions. I'm trying to remember where you guys were.
I was up here. I don't remember.
Was that it?
No. There's more.
Feel like
I'm just trying to remember where you guys were standing.
But wait, there's more.
No, no.
Oh, wow.
I was.
So as the
yeah.
dream progresses, you find yourself in a landscape filled with thick black smoke and the smells of death and decay that expand to encompass everything. The small devils that survived the previous dream kneel before you and offer to serve. Well, they're all gone. So, unfortunately, you managed to kill them before they could get into it. But there are several more devils that suddenly appear in their place, and they are offering to serve you if you spare their lives.
Sure.
Wait, are they speaking in Infernal?
They're speaking in common.
Oh.
I'll take it.
Fuck
Yeah.
off.
I mean, if they're wanting to serve, they can.
It seems like maybe this is what happened before, and that they're not looking really at you, but more at Lulu and her angel. And as everything fades again and returns to a new scene, you find yourself wandering a vast, barren landscape of utter devastation, Black sludge rises rapidly out of the ground, enveloping your feet and gripping you tightly, overwhelming you with a horrible sense of loss. Don't let the sludge consume you, you hear the night hag's disembodied voice. You must push through her defenses. She must look. Okay. Each of you at this point needs to roll initiative.
Oh God.
Would my minute spell still be up at this point?
No. This is a dream. So your spell time sense go away.
Can I dream about having had a long rest?
Sadly, no. That stuff doesn't
Oh,
seem to
damn
have been affected.
Let it be a black pudding. I have bad memories of those.
Okay. So, Biddy, you're up first. Roll either an athletics or an acrobatics check.
Oh, okay. Fudge.
Oh.
Never mind, I'm fine.
You managed to pull yourself successfully out of the sludge. Urk, your turn.
Hi. Yes. Time to get out of here. Can I do it?
And as
Or athletics.
and you find you personally get
Wait,
advantage
can I do
as the spine devil that you that offered itself towards you swoops down and helps you
Can I do athletics?
at advantage because there's spine devil helping you.
Yeah.
I said athletics or acrobatics.
worry about me,
Your
guys.
choice.
With advantage, so it's
Yep.
26.
You get advantage,
Yeah.
which is good. You
I
you put yourself you
survived.
clearly set yourself to disadvantage rather than advantage because the 26 is what you got.
Wait, when did I put myself into disadvantage? What?
You have advantage, so you're good. Lanissa, acrobatics or athletics?
If I cast jump on myself, would I get advantage?
Sure, you can use a jump spell.
Yeah, I'll cast jump on myself to get advantage, I guess. Or just this, or is it a free? No, I'll just. I have the ring, so I can cast it for free anyway. So. Is that
Alright.
good enough?
Yep, that's good. Will, you.
So we're in sludge and we just have
Yes.
to get out of it.
Yes, you seem to be submerged in sludge, and you have to use either acrobatics or athletics to get out.
Okay. He used jump to get advantage. Could I do something similar or even
would you
the
like to do?
same?
You may use jump if you'd like.
I could cast this.
Hey,
Freedom of movement. Excellent.
Which basically just means that I don't know.
You use your spell freedom of movement and get yourself dislodged from the sludge.
So basically I just slap it and go fuck off. And just
Yes.
climb up.
Galmil.
We'll give it a shot.
Ooh.
You feel the sludge pulling you down, and you feel your mind filling with pain
Ooh.
as you take 34 points of psychic damage as the horrible sense of horrible
Ow.
loss
I'm sorry,
intensifies.
how much damage?
oh no!
That's my entire health.
And Galmil,
Oh,
as
God.
far as anyone can see, I'm sorry I'm going to have to put you in another room. Everything goes black and fades for you,
Oh.
and he fades from you from everybody else in the party.
No, keep him in the room at least. Just have him muted.
Sorry.
Holy hell, I have more health than Galmiel.
Now that I think about it, I could have just teleported out.
Oh, I don't.
Come
Rhiannon.
on, you can do it. You can do it. You can do it. That's probably gonna have the opposite effect, but I don't care.
Is there anything she can do about Gamil?
Gamil is gone. He's just gone. You saw him sink into the muck and just vanish. The blackish smoke just kind of rising up from the muck.
Let's just hope that all that happened was he went back.
Shut up, Urk. You're gonna jinx it.
I said, he could be back at hell.
Shush.
How is that jinxing anything?
So you get a chance for an athletics or an acrobatics check.
Could she use Step of the Wind to get advantage on this?
Yes.
She will spend a key to do that.
You can do
Oh.
it, Rhiannon. I believe in you.
Good idea, good idea.
Come on, fucking hell.
This is basically just the swamp of despair here. So
Yay!
and Rhiannon gets herself free as well,
Well,
Ah.
and the dream begins to fade. And finally, the five of you, as the next dream continues, you still don't see Gamel. You see Lulu resting on a black cushion at the center of an inky black void. She is unconscious and alone, a beam of brilliant white light shining down upon her. Next to Lulu, a large gleaming brass spyglass rests atop an ornately carved tripod. The little Hollyphant awakens and looks peacefully around her. Seeing the spyglass, she approaches it, pressing one eye against the eyepiece. But then she steps back suddenly, eyes wide, mouth open, her face alight with excitement. She cries out, "The sword! The sword! I know where it is!" I'm trying. I was looking for 1 second. Okay. I was just checking something. So, Gamel, you get 1 hit point back. As all of you wake up on top of your pillows, with Lulu flying excitedly in the middle of this ritual circle. Gamel? Fluffy?
oh no, he's dead.
Not dead.
He's muted. He might have walked off.
Yeah.
We can wait for it to get. Well, I guess we can display it that he's still deeply unconscious, kind of laying there slumped over. But the night hag though seems quite pleased as she looks over at Galmil. She's got a huge grin on her face, even as Lulu's fluttering excitedly. I know where it is. I know where it is.
Where is it?
It's in the Bleeding Citadel, and I think I know where that is.
Leading Citadel.
Bleeding Citadel?
Ah, the bloody citadel.
Yes. He's hovering a bit.
The bloody citadel.
Where is it from here?
And her eyes kind of go wide for a moment. And she starts to look more disconcerted, her wings folding a bit. It's hard to find places. I guess we're just gonna have to ask around to find out where it is now, maybe. Or, She ponders again. It's gotta be somewhere. And she starts to think. Let's see. And now she's looking very confused and distraught. The hag gets up and is now got herself a cup of tea and is now drinking it contentedly. That was satisfying, the night hag says, even as Lulu's continuing to look distressed as to where she needs to go next. What are the rest of you guys doing?
Hag, where's the Bleeding Citadel?
Hmm. Well, the Bleeding Citadel. Now, where can that be? She taps her chin for a moment. Is the Jim looks up the map real quick. There is an odd map. In fact, it's one of the comments is that it's actually impossible to map Avernus. So there's just some
Oh.
general ideas of where things are. Huh.
It's beneath the river Styx.
No, it's definitely not there. It's just not near here. It's somewhere far off. We are ourselves currently in the Bone Brambles, as you might have remembered. The Bloody Citadel, From here, I think it is a bit, well, closer to where the Styx is than where you are now, but as your little friend says, you're probably going to need some people to talk to people out there, which of course is not necessarily going to be easy. You might need some bartering materials. In fact, I think I have some good ones. And she, oh, as Galmil starts to come to. Galmil? Fluffy!
Fluffy man.
I don't know if he's
Yeah.
back. Oh, there he is.
You okay?
Yeah.
So yeah, at this point you're conscious, but you've got one monstrous headache from being sucked down into nasty dream world. And they come to as the hag is talking about needing barter and whatnot for people out there. She says, "I do have some things I can give you, but from what I understand, you've been quite helpful around here." Oh, sorry, Lyra. And she pulls out a pouch. Which of you is in charge of this rabble?
If only Phaedra was here.
We're a group of chaos.
Yeah, that about sums it up.
Kind of nods her head and shrugs her shoulders. Yeah, that's about
We
right.
didn't exactly have a leader.
Mm-mm.
Let's say it's me for now.
Oh,
Why are you all
all
laughing?
right, clever one. And she
Why are you all laughing?
she offers over the pouch. Here are 3 soul coins that you might be able to find useful.
You.
Fucking hell.
I can also help you if you need some silvered weapons. They're quite useful against devils and wandering lycanthropes that have come down here for battle.
Rhiannon looks at fists.
Don't dip them in silver.
I'm not that dumb. Well,
That's a
I
good
was
point.
thinking
None of my
maybe-
weapons are silvered.
I was thinking maybe some rings or. I don't know.
What are they called? Those things called?
Brass knuckles.
Oh yeah, silver knuckles.
Silver
Silver
knuckles.
knuckles. That sounds fucking bad, actually.
Actually, sounds pretty good.
I also have rations. Do you need rations? They don't taste good, but they'll fill you up. At least from what I hear.
Question for you. Do you have a way of healing at all for before we head out?
And she looks over at Galmel. Oh yes, this one has quite a nasty headache. And she grins. He's lucky, though. He'll be all right, I suppose. Well, healing. I will let you spend what you think of as the night here, if you would like. Get yourself a proper rest.
I don't know about spending the night anywhere.
Yeah, no.
And we're gonna have to, out of character, we're gonna have to sleep at some point, guys.
I know, but Biddy doesn't want to.
Yeah, Will doesn't want to spend more time down here.
We're gonna have to at some point.
Will wants to
Out
go
of character, I
back.
know,
It's
but
fine.
in
I don't have one
character.
HP.
Gamel needs health. People need
Yeah, but
Cam-
Cameron is
Go on.
always the
But
glass
evil-
cannon.
Come on.
The chance of people becoming
Gammon.
evil.
You're always a glass
Ah.
cannon.
We need to, like Lunice is not at full health. Rhiannon's not at full health.
I know.
Gamel has 1 HP.
I mean, Will could use healing word, use the rest of his spell slots to get Cameron up.
And then you have no spell slots.
Don't worry about it.
He doesn't need spell slots. He's Will.
Right.
I'm out of the high level.
Yeah. I think we should stay the night. I know we don't want to. Looks at Will. Looks at Biddy. We know what could happen. We have to. We can't. We don't know what we're going into, and we're injured. It is not smart for us to move forward without taking a break.
You have
Can
a
we
point.
have a room with one door that locks from the inside?
Oh, I'm sure the Kenku, since they seem to like you, would allow that.
Sweet, the Kenku, yes. They seemed the least worst.
I liked Mickey. He was nice.
Yes, but
True.
Mickey doesn't need to sleep, dear. Mickey doesn't have a room.
Who was Mickey?
The person that everybody overlooks.
Huh. I haven't seen her. One must be better at hiding than me.
Wow. Poor Mickey.
Hmm.
Okay. Well, the night
Well,
it is.
I guess we'll take you up on your offer then.
And will not.
Well then. If you go wandering out in the wastes, you might want to find an Eladrin that lives out there called Smiler the Defiler.
He sounds
He's
friendly.
well,
How would we want to find him?
if you he might be of use to you. Of course, he might wish to use you to help him best some of the warlords that wander the wastelands. A group of them ganged up on him, and he really wants revenge.
Alright. You think he could help us?
Oh, I know he can.
Any idea which direction he's in, or just
Oh,
wander and
he's
hope
he's
that-
just wandering out there, but you will be able to recognize him. He's an Eladrin, usually green. What is that? Spring, autumn. I can never remember seasons. It's a weirdness. But you'll notice that he's on a infernal war machine. One of those devil's rides, two-wheeled contractions.
Okay. Thank you. Okay, let's all try to get some rest, I guess.
So the eventually the Lulu says, "I think the citadel is on some sort of hill." And then the night hag goes, "Oh yes, that's right, Harmon's Hill. That's the place." And she starts nodding.
What did you call it? What hill?
Harmon's Hill.
Okay, I
Oh,
thought you said something else.
that is somewhere to the east, and yes, it is actually overlooking the Styx. In fact, it's on the other side of the Styx from here.
Great.
Oh, goody.
Fantastic.
What was it called? Harmon's Ridge.
Harmon.
Harumans Hill.
Harmon's Ridge.
Okay. So we're gonna make our way back to the river then.
Yeah, just make it to the river and head, well, to kind of metaphorical north. It's sometime we're past the dock, but it's not too far away from a nest of hell wasps, from what I understand. You might want to be careful.
So hell lost. Got it.
Right. Well, I'm off to the Kango's room to fortify, set up a bed.
Thank you for your help restoring that memory for Lulu.
Oh, it was quite a pleasure, dear. Now, if you need any silvered weapons, just let me know. And she hands you a bag with, what was it? 2 weeks worth of rations per character, which is 6 people. So that's 6 times 14. So each of you gets 14 rations.
Ooh.
Each.
Nom nom nom.
Yeah, each one of you has been given 14 rations.
Nice.
Good to know.
That's good because I only had one left.
Yeah. We had two. Gonna 16. So I guess Will is walking over and talking to the Kenkus and explaining the situation. Like, we're supposed to stay at your place for the night or something like that.
Yeah, and they're basically going and pointing up at the sky and saying in some weird voice, "No night," but they are then gesturing towards their place. "Sleep," in another voice entirely.
Yeah, thanks. Good luck with your magical machinery.
And they con in echoing your voice, they say, "Luck, luck."
Okay.
Oh my goodness. So is there anything you guys would like to do before taking a long rest?
Yes. Brandon's gonna do something that's probably not going to have an
Ow.
effect, but she's gonna do something.
Okay.
Ow. Fuck you, cat.
Uh,
The cat decided to do like the long fucking stomach stretch thing, but use my leg for her claws so she could stretch a little bit more.
Yeah, they do that.
Asshole. I love you.
okay. So, as everybody's just laying down for rest, Rhiannon just is hesitant, remembering what happened the last time that they were here, about going to sleep. And she is going to try to pray to her god
Oh.
that does not exist anymore, or does not know where he is. But she is going to try. So she will pray the way that she knows. She will pull out her old tome and open it up to the page where her holy symbol was basically turned into slag and wiped over the pages. And she is just going to, because the way she prays is she writes. That's how she prays to Denier. And she's going to try to pray and say, I know you're out there somewhere. The connection is just very weak right now. But I have faith that you can hear me. Protect us while we're here and protect us through the night. Help us be true to ourselves in this place of darkness. And she's just gonna write that over and over again until she falls asleep.
Okay. Roll me a 1d100. Is there anything else anybody would like to do?
I am frantically looking at ritual spells that I could cast. Like, let's be honest, we're all looking at something.
Uh-huh.
Uh,
I don't think there's anything else.
you know what? I think Will is going to ritual cast divination.
Okay.
So I guess, see, what would I use this time? This time around. Oh. No, he would not use the soul coins.
Oh god, no.
No.
I feel that's bad juju
Mm.
all around.
Yeah. I think,
That
oh,
would be funny.
he's gonna take out a hempen rope. And he's just going to tie some knots in the middle of it. And then he's just gonna throw the whole length of it up into the air and then divine from how it lands.
Okay. What do you wish to
Well.
ask?
He's going to ask whether or not they will face something pure good down here within the next week. Like, other than what's in the pocket.
Yeah,
Basically,
that's
is there,
very interesting question.
yeah, basically, it's like, is there anything down here that he can find to be something good?
So, the rope, as it falls, starts to spiral as if it's self-coiling until it turns into a near-perfect circle, except for a fold-in at the top that's almost like a Mobius strip at the very top. Like the last two loops of the thing form into the the sideways figure eight.
I do not know what to make of that. Will just says out loud, pointing at the rope.
What are you going on again, Will?
Well, the rope is not speaking clearly. Last time I used you rope.
I'm gonna go back to sleep.
Anyone else have anything they wish to try before going to sleep?
I think I'm ready for sleep.
I'm good.
Oh boy.
So Urk,
I wish I had
Glynis,
something, but I don't.
Biddy's already sleeping. What about you, Gamil? Anything?
I bleed internally.
It's more like a powerful migraine instead of bleeding.
My brain bleeds internally.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I bleed internally in my soul.
The only thing I can do is I can cast resistance, but that lasts a minute.
Okay.
Rhiannon would offer a health potion if he wanted it. That's all she can
He
do.
would not take it.
Poor Galmel. Such an unlucky roll on my part. It's like I was figuring it was just gonna. Forgotten just how few hit points Galmel has. Ugh. But let's see. Where is that page? Come here, page.
Here comes the wisdom save.
I can't remember if Will had advantage on these or not. I think he didn't.
I don't think you would because it's a location
It's a
effect,
pl-
not a special.
Yeah.
It's kind of like the last one where it wasn't so much a magical effect, but no, that's no. Do not pause that.
Yeah. It's more of a planar effect.
Yeah, it's a planar effect which gnomes do not have advantage on, as a result.
Stupid gnomes.
Yeah, I know I had the page marked off. Sorry, and my cat was just deciding that she had to walk across the thing after attempting to bite and paw at my
Oh,
at my
well,
microphone.
the page is lost. I guess we don't have to do it.
No, I know it's here because I know that was one of the first things I marked off.
Yeah. Let's see if I
Okay, there's
can.
that.
76.
Ah, thank you.
I think that's the area. Features of Avernus.
Yeah, and I looked at that twice. Hold on.
It's the actual thing is on 79.
Ah, that's why.
Yeah, bottom left column.
Oh, because it's in the section of mapping Avernus. There we go. No, wait, that's just the mapping bit. That's not the that's the mapping bit. That's not the thing. Rests in Avernus. That's on 78. There we go. Oh, that's. God damn it! No.
Pervasive evil.
There we go. There we go. It's 79. Ugh. I hate it when my brain does not connect words together the right way. Sorry. Okay. So anyone who's not evil must roll a wisdom saving throw.
What if
Oh,
you're feeling a
who's
little
not
bit
evil? Okay.
If you're already
Have
evil,
fun,
you
guys.
don't roll anything.
Really?
Oh wait, I'm chaotic neutral. I'm
That's
good.
That's still not evil.
No, it's not evil.
Yeah. Any.
You-
Go ahead.
What's up?
Oh, I'm not
I
evil.
would technically probably wake up first, well, me and any of the upper elves. Would I be able to use, because I would be aware of something that's happening, like cast resistance as I'm waking up?
You know what? I'll allow that.
And then I'm basically probably going to cast resistance to everyone else before they would wake up. Just constantly keep casting it. It's a cantrip, so.
Sweet. So that gives everyone an advantage on this wisdom saving throw then.
Oh, just gives them a d4.
It gives them a d4, which is lucky. Which is very lucky because you had to be you had to get a 10 or higher. The DC is 10.
So yeah.
So
I can't,
basically,
oh, I can't really give it to Lanisa, because Lanisa probably.
I mean,
Oh.
I don't even need to because I already failed, right?
Oh, you have to roll a 1d4 now, Jesse.
Yeah, no, that's what I was doing. I made it. That's
There you
bad. Fuck y'all. Wait,
guys-
I didn't.
You guys made it, and then Linissa makes. And then Linissa's the only one left.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
I
but
don't have
wasn't
the
Oh,
already.
and Will. Forgot about Will. Sorry.
yeah, I don't have the resistance thing set up, so I'll do that after this. But I'll roll the.
Okay.
Oh well.
Didn't
You're fine.
Hey, nice.
Will is fine.
Didn't I already feel this? Like a
Yeah.
while ago?
Wait, did he
Yeah.
evil?
Didn't Erk fail this as well?
No,
After
No,
Was
the
this is
D3.
alignment. This is the alignment one. The other one was anger.
Oh, yeah. okay.
Yeah.
Oh, there's
So much
two.
waffle.
Well, lovely.
Oh.
I
Oh,
would have.
no.
I would have marked Linissa as already evil, but yeah. Well, she's lawful evil now.
Now, yeah, she's now officially
Oh.
evil.
God damn it.
What the fuck?
At least I didn't need a roll.
oh, that was close with Gamel too. Dear God.
And yeah, two people nearly failed it. One person did fail it
And one person didn't need to do anything.
because he was
Is
already
there any way to see if there's
Evil.
anything changed about the people that's been affected by it, or
just
is
an
it
insight check.
completely under the radar?
Side check. Yep.
Yeah. Upon waking up, Biddy will
I
Take-
cast
take-
guidance on Rhiannon because
Yeah. She's the insightful one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Biddy will also just, like, upon everyone waking up, just take stock of everyone to see if there's any changes in attitude.
Someone wakes up with an evil grin and starts laughing menacingly. I don't really think that's how it works, but yeah, sure.
You know, you can.
oh
Fucking hell!
Jesus, oh fuck.
Ah, okay.
Well, I don't need a roll. It's fine.
Well, someone here can really read the room.
That, weird flex, but okay.
Rihanna now knows one of everyone's secrets somehow.
So, yeah, we
I
got.
think this happened last time with Shiori and Ralthor. I think she did a natural 20 as well.
So, Lanissa, do you have more? What is your bonus to deception?
3.
So yeah, you don't even have to roll because even if you rolled a nat 20 as well, Rhiannon would still see right through you. Yeah, Rhiannon takes one look at Lunissa and realizes, yeah, she was skirting the line before, but yeah, she's over that line now. But this place has this place has pretty much finished whatever she was heading towards in the first place. It seems.
Rhiannon will first fill her health because she rested,
Oh,
and
no,
then
man.
Everyone, fill your health.
I didn't lose any. Ha 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 ha.
Ah, fucking lucky for you. I can fix
Barbarian that never takes damage.
I can fix that.
Oh no.
Rhiannon's going to look over at Gamel and touch the side of her head. Awaken mind. I think it has Lanisa. I don't want to say anything. Would you like me to use the ring?
Take a simple touch like this. He kind of places his hand, he places his hand on her shoulder, and he'll cast guidance on her again. Because technically, the 10-minute cast is already done. It's just a touch now to finish off the spell.
Alright. Rhiannon will walk over to Lanisa. Morning.
What is it?
Puts a
Morning.
hand on her shoulder.
Will I let that happen though?
A casual, like, good morning.
Yeah, because we've been so friendly up until this point.
And Melissa's
Oh,
not
yeah,
the most touchy-feely person, so
Same, yeah.
Well, she's gonna touch you.
do you resist? Do you resist letting her touch you?
Yeah. Am I inside or outside at this point?
You guys are still inside
Still
that room.
But as she's going to try and touch me, I'm just gonna teleport out of the room.
Oh god.
I mean, is there a shade somewhere outside?
It's hell. There's there's an overhead strange
but-
red light, and there are like places with junk piles.
Is there-
There might be overhang here and there.
Yeah, I'll go to somewhere where there is overhang.
So, how are you able to teleport outside a door that was, like, closed?
Yeah, the
and
door
locked?
is closed. That's
Oh.
the only problem.
Oh.
And do I get any
Just
sort of reaction to be able to
Yeah, I can
try
see.
to out?
I mean, you
speed
can try and touch me,
Well,
but I will try and
Technically,
touch
this
it.
is her. This would be Lanissa's reaction. So
And there's no sort of disadvantage because she doesn't know that it's coming. She has no idea what I'm doing. I'm just coming over and saying good morning.
I
You're getting
think
in my space.
yeah, from what Melissa's character, she doesn't seem to be the type that likes to be touched. So she's the sort that would flinch, be in high alert anytime anyone's even close to her, and would flinch away at the moment anybody even gets near to touching her. Which means any reaction she takes would be, right quick.
Okay. Well, what is Lunisa doing then?
That's a. What's face?
Because the door
That's
is
mystery
closed.
step,
Will
right?
said that very clearly at the beginning of this. Where is she going?
Wait, what?
Huh?
What?
The
Did
door's
he?
closed. Yeah, the door has been closed.
Whenever we were looking for some place to sleep, Will said
Yeah.
some
Oh
place
yeah.
that had
Oh,
one
yeah.
door that could
Yeah.
lock from the inside. And
Yes,
that's
Yeah,
he
so
was
the
where
very
we
door's
clear.
are.
the door's
Okay.
still locked and there's no
How-
windows.
How big is this inside area? Because that might change.
A
things.
bit bigger than the tiny hut spell. Basically, it's big enough that you could all lay flat and be sleeping. It's not big enough to hold a party in.
Could I teleport behind her, open the door, and walk out?
If you really want to, sure, you could waste your teleport on that.
I don't need to waste my teleport because we're inside, which means I can shadow step.
Okay. So there's no key used in Shadow Step?
Nope, nothing. I can just do that.
At will. Okay.
Or at least I looked for it. I really did.
Where's the
Okay,
door?
The door would probably be behind you at this point.
So Lunisa was sleeping up against the door?
No, I was sleeping
No.
on the opposite side of
But
the door.
behind
So it would be
You,
over here
Rhiannon.
then?
If the door, like, let me. If we're in like a room like approximately this size, right? Because it's like a bit bigger
Yeah,
than
it's a
tiny
bit
hut.
bigger than the tiny hut.
I would have probably slept as far away from the door as possible, and you would have walked up to me, and I would have gone here and then tried
And
and
like,
went through the
yeah,
door.
don't touch me.
So the question would be, where was Rhiannon sleeping?
I don't.
So if
know,
that
that's
was
up
the
to you.
case, she would be right here. And the imp would be over here. And you're going right to the door?
I teleport towards the door, and then I go through the door.
The
even
imp.
if I had-
So you left the imp there. The imp isn't folding on your shoulder then.
I don't know. I'm trying to figure out because we have not established where everybody was. So this is all kind of retroactively trying to figure out where everybody
Alright,
was.
since it turns out
Because
that this
Lunisa
need-
is being
Nissa is
evasive.
that's just a normal activity for somebody who doesn't want to be touched.
Yeah.
If you don't like to be touched and you have the ability to teleport, you teleport. Trust me. I don't. I in real life, other than cats, I don't like to be touched.
So
someone coming
Lunissa had trust issues. Now she's evil. Now she definitely has trust issues.
Yeah.
So. I'd say that's fair.
Mhm.
So yeah. Then again, yeah, I would be over here, and I mean over here, and you would be over here. But theoretically, you have your imp there, so.
Yeah, since the door's locked, it would take you a moment to attempt to unlock the door. So I guess it's on Rhiannon's side. What do you do, Rhiannon?
Yeah.
I see typing.
Chat.
Oh,
That's weird. Uh, unless you left him somewhere, the imp would be on your shoulder. Yeah, usually he likes sitting on your shoulder. So, how do the rest of you react to Linissa teleporting, attempting to unlock the door, which unfortunately takes a moment, which gives Rihanna enough time to jump on her back, basically. What do the rest of you guys do upon seeing all this?
Well, Will has barely woken up, and this is just too exciting for him early in the morning. So he's just barely gotten to sit up.
Ek would probably get up and walk up to Rhiannon and be like, "Yo,
I will step in front of her.
what's going on? What is she doing to my friend?
Helping.
What do you mean helping?"
Biddy is staying out of this. I want no part in this.
This place changes people's morality, and Lunisa has been changed. And she's being evasive because she does not like being touched. I would imagine she would be able to figure that out from the insight with a 32.
Yeah.
And she says that as she...
She casts the ceremony just as Linissa's unlocked the door. You feel the warmth of the ceremony bleed back through you, Linissa, resetting your original alignment.
Unfortunately, Rhiannon does have to make a insight check first with guidance
She did do an insight check. That's what that.
for casting the
another one.
spell.
Oh, she also has to make it for casting the spell. Okay.
DC 20.
Oh.
That's how the ceremony works. That's why I give it to her.
Okay.
Well,
It still
okay.
works.
It's fine.
Never mind. We're all good.
Sharp eyes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she still rolled
Linissa,
very well.
you okay? You okay over there, Lunissa?
Lunisa just goes out the door.
Ek will try and follow.
Go sit next to Rhiannon real quick. Give me a moment. I'll recast it into the ring. I'll take our 10 minutes to cast it into the ring. What is this ceremony? What's that actually fucking cost me? 25.
Who do you do once you're outside, Linissa and Irk?
Well, I'm just following to make sure everything's okay.
I'm just going for a walk. Because I did not like that situation. Whatever happened.
Well, Ek will be like, "So where are we going?"
We'll find out.
You see a group of dancing redcaps and madcaps, just kind of laughing and chattering to each other.
No. I'll go. Am I still mad because of it last week? The thing, or is that gone now?
That would be gone now.
I'm just walking around outside of base camp looking for something. Anything to beat
I
up.
will help him
Basic.
find that something.
Well, there are various things that you would think of as bags of trash in various sections that could probably be beat up on. They're more like big fleshy bags, kind of like the gore bags from Fallout.
Wait.
How good's my perception?
How mad am I right now? Let's make a wisdom save to see whether or not I do this, because I just thought of something stupid.
Oh no.
Okay,
Oh God.
Oh,
Oh,
this
dear.
is gonna end poorly.
I throw my
Depending on what it
bottle
is.
of the black pudding on the ground and I fight it.
Oh boy.
All right.
All
Okay,
right.
you guys are in there. Urk and Lanissa are out here. Black pudding shatters, and a black pudding emerges.
Okay. Will is safe in here.
And
Slowly
you,
countdown
you discover
back.
that there's now a chanting mob of redcaps and madcaps surrounding this, placing bets on who's going to win.
Of course they are.
Go, Red Caps.
So Urk as well, since you're there too.
Yay! Let's roll. Fuck.
You're up first, Urk. What do you do?
Well,
This black pudding is just oozing outwards from its contain out of after the container is smashed on the ground.
uh, would it have any metal inside of it?
You have no way of knowing, but considering it was just in a container, it's doubtful.
I just thought since it's around trash and all that sort of shit.
Well, if it had emerged from the trash, that would be the case, but instead it was tossed on top of the trash.
Yeah, you're right. Yes. He's gonna rage.
And since you're far enough
And-
away and the rest of the party can't help you, I'm gonna move you guys into the next room.
Yeah.
There we go.
Okay, so he's
So
gonna
you're raging.
rage and do reckless attack because why not?
All right.
And
Which
using
means you get
my
advantage.
blade axe- Shit, advantage, so I'll do it again.
Flushing.
Yeah.
Great axe.
Just a-
Is your great axe just a normal weapon?
I think it is. Yeah.
So, here's what you say. Your great axe plunges into the body of the black pudding and begins to sizzle and pop. The great axe itself seems to have absolutely no effect against the pudding, but the pudding has a rather nasty effect against the great axe. And in fact, as you hit it, some of it splashes onto your bodies.
Fuck.
So
I mean, no, it's never gone against the.
both of you are hit with 9 points of acid damage, and your great axe now has a negative 2 to damage rolls.
Is there no save for that?
No, there's not. You're within 5 feet of it.
And
Wait,
and
that's
it's-
for
That's
also the
for-
person standing next to it?
You're within 5 feet of it, yeah.
Okay.
And there's now a negative. Your great axe is now a negative 2, so it's a negative 2 to damage rolls. Basically, it does splash damage anytime anything hits it with a melee weapon.
Yeah, but I didn't hit it, so.
It doesn't matter. You're within 5 feet of it. It affects everything within 5 feet of it.
Sorry.
You can always run away.
I thought it was only the creature that hit it.
No,
Okay.
it's within 5 feet.
Yeah,
You are within 5 feet. It is a large creature.
Yeah, I know. I just thought it wasn't, but it is. It's fine.
All right, it's your turn, Linissa.
I'm gonna. I can't push Urk away from it, can I?
You can, but I can always attempt to strike him with a pseudopod if you do.
Yeah, but okay, then I'm gonna just move over. Bonus action disengage. Move over here.
Okay. You start running through the trash piles.
Yeah, I'll throw 2 daggers at it.
Okay.
Sharpshooter, sneak attack.
Oh, I forgot something. When you
Oh.
when you hit it with your great axe, it split in two. Forgot about that part.
But at
Doesn't
least now
that-
they're smaller, right?
Wait, doesn't that also half his health though?
Yes, it does. So it still did the splash damage on that, and then you hit it this one here again, which means it goes down to that and splits another way. There we go.
It's piercing damage though, not slashing damage.
Nope, it's slashing damage. I just double checked. No, this was
But
when
me
Urk.
throwing it.
No, this is when Urk hit it. That's what I forgot when Urk hit
Yeah,
it.
but Urk only hit it once because
He
that's
hit it-
for advantage while you roll twice. 'Cause he
Oh,
don't-
so that you should have
Right?
only taken 2 points of slashing of acid damage then.
You didn't
Ow.
hit it twice, did you?
No.
See?
Okay, so you guys actually only took 2 points of acid damage, not
Thank God.
not 9. And it only split once. So which one of the puddings did you throw a dagger at?
I threw it at this one.
So Urk, you really should set up your thing so it always automatically rolls the 2 and the 1 thing, so I don't get confused like this. It's really
Yeah,
easy to
no,
get
I'm
confused. All right.
I mean, it's also confusing with this UI because I did do it on advantage, but for some reason it didn't do the 2
yeah.
rolls for some reason.
So
That's why I was kinda
that is
weirded out a little
piercing,
bit.
and it is and this is a non-engaged. So yeah, so that does take full damage. All right.
Then second dagger.
And since it's magical, it doesn't take the negative effect. Oh, it also means your great axe is only a great axe -1, not a great axe -2.
That's fine. I'm not gonna be using it.
Okay. Second dagger.
Second dagger, which is the flame tongue, which isn't activated, but that shouldn't make it take damage, right? Would
what
I
do you
know?
mean? What do you mean?
Because earlier you said when I used the flame tongue dagger that it's not magical if it's not activated.
It doesn't count as a magical weapon if it's not activated unless we're talking about the magic weapon getting damaged. What I mean by that is that when it's activated, it can damage something that has non-magical resistance.
Oh, okay.
You know, if it's not activated, it's treated like a normal dagger, unless unless we're talking rust or acid damage towards the weapon
Okay.
itself. At which point,
In
it's
that
still a
case-
magical weapon. It's just it doesn't count as a magical attack.
This is then the flame tongue dagger, but it's just called a dagger, but it's
Against the same one?
The same one, yeah.
All right. It sinks in and whips back to your hand, and little bits of the pudding seem to be dripping away. And now for the black pudding. I'll put that there just to mark that as the original. Both of them attack at Urk.
No. I'm raged, so I take less damage, right?
Yeah, your rage, which means you take half damage. Do you have the ability to have, and since you did frenzy, it gets advantage. Do you have the ability to
not-
have acid damage or just regular damage?
I think he's not bear totem,
Okay.
so
14. Does 14 hit you?
My AC is 14, so I'm guessing yeah.
Yeah.
My AC is 14.
Let's see. I forget. You're a barbarian. Do you actually wear any armor, or is that just your natural toughness from
no,
dexterity?
this is natural.
think what was it?
You're not wearing armor right now.
So, you feel the pseudopod just smash into your chest, and while the smashing itself doesn't do much damage, you only take 3 points of bludgeoning damage. You feel the sizzle throughout your chest, and as the scales there start to dissolve. You take 23 acid damage
Fuck.
as the pseudopod pulls away. You're just left with sizzling skin, and you hear some of the red caps laughing as a result. Urk.
Jesse,
Yep.
don't forget your storm auras when you're raging, because those are active, just so you know.
Oh yeah, my storm aura. Downing at that level, you emit a storm magical aura range. Ah, okay.
And what does that do?
It gives him, like, as a bonus action, he can do, like, lightning bolts and stuff at creatures that are next to him.
Yeah,
So what
it's,
do you do, Jesse?
First of all, I'm gonna bonus action fucking storm aura,
Okay.
Oh, I just realized.
which
Oh.
if your effects require
Yeah,
saving
that's why I
throw,
was asking.
what did they do again?
It's fine. Look, I didn't tell him to come along. It's his fault if he gets killed.
What do you do, Jesse?
I will make it C, I guess.
What?
You only can take C, because that's the aura we decided on, because that was the
Yeah.
one that gave you damage, because
So
you
it's
wanted to be
C
metal.
aura? Does that make it wet then?
Oh, sea
Well,
aura. Desert,
yeah,
sea, or
it's-
tundra.
Yeah, it's right here. So when you use the effect activated, you can choose one creature you can see in your aura. The target must make a dex save, or
Okay.
take 1d6 damage on a failed save, half as much on a successful one. The damage increases when you reach certain levels, which you haven't, so that's fine.
So what do you wish to do? To do, Urk?
Well, I'll do the storm aura
Okay. Against what?
thing. Against fucking. Wait, why does one pink?
Oh, that's to say that I shouldn't delete that because that's that's some of the initiative.
Oh, okay, so I'll do that one. The one
Okay.
underneath it.
Okay. And dexterity saving throw. What's your DC?
I thought that was for him.
Yeah, I said, what's the DC of dexterity of the dexterity saving throw? What's the DC you have?
I guess my spell save DC is 16.
Okay.
14.
It fails. You see the lightning charge through it, and rather than be injured, it splits again.
What the fuck?
I forgot they did that with lightning.
That's why I was laughing when I heard
realized
story.
Yeah. If I realized it earlier, I wouldn't have reminded you of it. But I realized too late. But yes, in combat not with these guys, you should definitely use that more often.
Yes. Now
Is
what
it
do you wish to do,
always
Eric? As you suddenly see two more
I'm
the other
going
black
to fucking rush here. I'm going to rush here. So I can slam on the fucking walls. And that means I know I'm going to get fucking attacked 3 times if I do this. So can you roll for me to run?
Engage and run away. Let me fight off my rage.
All right. So you have 3 pseudopods striking out at you as you run.
Yep. Let's go.
You can
That one.
No.
Ow.
You still have your action. You could still disengage, just so you know.
Oh wait, yeah, I'll just.
Oh, okay. Then you
Fuck
disengage. You do not take any damage.
Yep,
just
I'm
go
going over
running
here
for
and
it.
slamming on the fucking wall.
All right. 1 second. Guys,
Yeah.
you suddenly
Yeah.
hear you suddenly hear pounding on the front of the at the front of your little hut.
I'll open the door.
And you see a very acid-burned Urk staring back at you. His entire chest is now a mass of freshly acid-damaged. The scales are just gone. There's just like this acid, this massive acid burn right there. Instead,
What?
and you see Biddy in front of you, Urk.
Oh, fuck.
Something wrong.
What's going on?
Yeah, something's wrong. Fucking
Well-
decided to bring out a fucking black sludge-looking motherfucker, and I decided to,
Hey.
use my great axe because I'm
I'm sorry.
awesome, but that
A
didn't work.
black sludge. What?
hack did?
I don't
Who?
know. It was goopy, split into 3.
Oh my god.
Not my fault.
And you're using your axe.
I knew we should have
No.
stayed here.
Who made the black sludge, as you call it?
I'm guessing he wanted to.
No,
let out
who
some
made
rage.
it?
I don't
Yeah,
know.
where did it
came
come
Out of
from?
a bottle.
Yeah, where did it come from?
Lunisa spawned a black, whatever, sludge, and it's doing that to you.
Yeah,
Oh my god.
I don't want to. I don't. Want to
Will is gonna try to push himself out of the door to see what's going on
Okay,
out there.
roll initiative, Will.
Yeah, Billy will follow Will.
Would everyone like to join in initiative, or is anybody staying back at the in the box?
I don't know how far we've gotten into the ceremony spell. Will it eat one of Gamil's spells if we leave?
I would say that by the time that Lunessa dropped the bottle, you've already installed. Unless it takes an hour. Does it take an hour? Gemma? Ah. Yeah, it's been 10 minutes, so the spell is already in the ring.
Thank you, Gamil.
What a great way to start a new day.
Alright.
Good morning to us too.
One
Hey,
morning.
we've noticed that you have all of your health back. let's change that.
Everyone please roll initiative.
Just
I
got our
already
health
have, I'm not
back.
doing anything.
Oh boy. Look at the thing over there.
That's the doorway there.
Should I
Okay.
finish the spells?
Will, it is now your turn.
Oh, shit. Well, first of all, can I get out?
Yeah, you're small. You could easily get out from around Urk.
Move out of my way and 1, 2, 3.
I mean, I did bang on the side of the house, not the door, because I didn't have enough speed to actually get in.
Yeah, well, you kind of like stopped in front of the door is basically how I looked at it. So yeah, you see a bunch of madcaps and redcaps just kind of laughing, watching all this. You see Lanissa at a distance with her daggers, and you see 3 black puddings oozing around.
Alright, we're just gonna go there. Great. Start the day with fighting black puddings. Something I won't get close to.
Now you're even gonna ruin my fun.
Oh,
Urk, we're in to get
yeah.
help.
Oh, excuse us.
Yeah, excuse us. We're saving Eric's life.
Fine.
I guess it's not important to you.
Yes.
All right. I think I have something, but I just gotta check on the damage. What type of damage it does. Why doesn't it say? What's they say? It's an unfair sale. No, that's not the thing I want. Fuck it. Do I have that one prepared? Yes, I do. Erupting Earth.
Ooh.
So 20-foot cube. I should be able to get all of them.
Oops, I accidentally rolled 3 times.
Well, you fell over.
That shouldn't have been an advantage either. Yeah, so one succeeded,
No,
but
yeah, one succeeded.
yeah. So that is 8 damage to that one, and 2 more to the others. Ah, come on, open up. Where are we? Okay, cool. Takes full damage from all of that.
Let's see, I'll do this area. Boom. So that is now difficult terrain as well.
Okay. Anything else you can
Right.
do?
Shillelagh is a cantrip as a bonus action, so yeah.
Ready?
So
Will.
that's Biddy.
Biddy. Biddy. Sorry.
You know, I'm realizing I really don't have black pudding weaponry.
Yeah, nah, same here.
So, Biddy comes out to see what exactly is going on.
You see oozes now tumbling away from the sides of a erupted earth. And Lissa, I guess she's scowling at this point, standing some time away with her daggers.
Yep.
What can I do without endangering myself? It would have been helpful if I had a ranged weapon. Okay, well... How close is it? 10. Okay, that's my turn.
My pen.
I'm hiding behind Will.
Really?
Lunissa. Oh, I love it. The halfling hiding behind the gnome. That's just perfect.
I'm just gonna look at them and be like, why are you guys here? You're not welcome. And I'm just gonna throw 2 more daggers at. Let's throw 2 daggers at the small one.
Okay. First dagger.
Do I have any way to get sneak attack? I don't, but that's fine. Wait, can I see through dark? Let me check something. Way of Shadow, where is it? Nope, not Shadow Step. Nope. I'm blind. Can I see through my own darkness? I can't find it. Oh well, I'll just throw 2 daggers.
Okay.
I'll find it next time. Yeah, that misses, I presume.
I don't see anything yet. I have to wait for it to load. Okay. Actually, that just barely hits that one.
Yeah. Stupid.
Black
have-
puddings have very little AC, even at small size. And this
Okay.
one happens to rip this one in half, causing it to. Ah, crap! I did the wrong one. I thought that was the one with the. God damn it.
And they were right after me at 11.
Yeah.
And then I'll throw another dagger at the other one,
Which other one?
the other small one.
Okay. The same deal. It slips right through that one, destroying it.
And then I'll yell out, don't touch that one! Please! And that's it.
Alright. So, the black pudding, with nothing nearby it, sinks into a nearby trash pile, vanishing underneath of it. It's no longer visible. And you hear some sounds of disappointment coming from the caps nearby. And they're looking over at Uranus and saying, "Good show! That was fun to watch. Especially when your friend went screaming away with all that acid damage. She
I
looked like
wasn't
cooked meat."
screaming.
Can I throw a dagger at them after they said that?
They're praising you, though.
Guess not. I'll let it be. I wanted to put
Oh,
it
I
in the
thought
iron.
my friend was gonna have my back.
Damn it! Why did it have to disappear? I wanted to put it in the iron flask. Damn it. Oh well.
Gamel, do you do anything? Gamel? Ah, typing. Okay.
I think he's angry at us.
Yeah, you should be able to get past Dark. Yeah, you no longer see whatever it was everyone else was fighting. Well, some of the others were fighting. Rhiannon.
Come on, Lulu. Come on, MP.
I'm having such a hard time with drag and drop right now. I don't know why it is. I even rebooted my computer.
Looking around for any sign of anything.
Roll a either perception or investigation check.
Oh, that not the +1. I don't know why.
That's okay.
That is
So you look around and you see the acid-scored bits of junk that are here, and the Notice the Snickers of the madcaps nearby, and a little bit of movement underneath some of the bits of trash pile, as there seems to be something deep underneath of there now, trying to hold up. What you think might be some kind of acid, or sorry, some sort of ooze or pudding.
having fun out here.
Nope.
That was directed towards Lanisa.
She's just gonna ignore you.
She's giving you the silent treatment, Rhiannon. Is there anything you wish to do?
I?
No, Rhiannon.
Okay.
It's Rhiannon's turn.
She sees an ooze. I imagine she didn't hear Lunisa say, "Don't."
I mean, she doesn't. No, I guess she.
You're
see-
giving her the silent treatment, and she was in a hut. I don't know if she heard you say, "Don't touch that."
You
one."
heard the Unissa shouting something. You didn't quite make out what it was.
Yeah. So 2 attacks with quarterstaff.
It's deep within the trash pile. It's not really accessible. You just see basically where it is. It's just like deep underneath it there, and you kind of see it vaguely with your perception check. It's more of you can wait and see thing, but trying to like push a quarterstaff down there, it's unlikely to do anything. You'd be at massive disadvantage because it would have a lot of cover.
What about Eldritch Blasts?
Now that you can do.
There we go.
You can aim your Eldritch Blast at it, but and that actually does hit.
So I think it's 2 beams.
Yeah. Two beams reach down and strike
Yep.
the black pudding. It seems to be oozing away. Irk.
Hi. Oh wait, the ooze is still there.
Well,
Uh,
you saw Rhiannon fire Eldritch Blast at something underneath one of the trash piles.
I'm just, I'm just gonna healing word myself at level 2.
It
Okay.
eases a bit of your pain. But of course your rage fades away.
Yeah, that that would, yeah. And that, I'll give Will bardic inspiration because why not?
And what's the form of your inspiration?
Um, a very sad song about how he was defeated by a slime.
Well, you feel inspired by how superior you are to Urk at this moment.
Wow, weirdly enough, I feel inspired by our pain.
Well,
Yeah, okay, so I'm inspired. Uh, so we think, basically, we just think that the ooze is somewhere around.
yeah. You saw where Rhiannon was firing Eldritch Blast at. You could probably zoom in on it there, at least with a spell attack.
Hmm. Uh, uh, let's see, I can't. I don't really have any attack spells like that. I could just cover the area, but that's another spell slot early in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to cast Minor Illusion.
Hey.
I'm not sure how this would work on
Okay.
slime. But I'm gonna make a Minor Illusion. Now it can be 5 foot cube, no larger than that, right? Yeah, no,
Yeah.
must be no larger than a 5 foot cube.
Yeah.
So I'm making Biddy Windstar standing over there.
Okay.
What?
What's your DC, by
And-
the way? Your spell save
Huh?
DC. What's your spell save DC?
16.
Okay.
So basically just trying to lure it out
All right.
so that everyone can have a better shot at it. And guess I'll move over here because Biddy is breathing down my neck.
Hey, you're good cover.
No, I'm not. That's the thing. And
You're better than nothing.
yeah, that's what I do. Shayla
Alright.
is still on.
Biddy. You see a copy of yourself nearby to where Rhiannon had been firing her Eldritch Blasts.
He's standing in a stupid pose as well.
As I run past Will, really? And then hide behind Rhiannon. And that's it.
Alright. Linissa, you don't actually see the position of the black pudding. You just saw where Rhiannon was firing at.
I'm gonna go over there, kick away the. It's what is the pile of rubbish,
Yes.
and I'll. Can I see it now?
Roll a perception check. Yes. Wow.
Yes.
I'm gonna use the iron flask and try to put it in there. So it needs
Okay.
to make a wisdom throw.
So you just reach down, open up the flask, and suck the black pudding in. mark down your sheet. Your iron flask now contains a black pudding. That is the end
Okay.
of combat. So, Iron Roses, what do you guys wish to do?
Go back to sleep.
Just look at Lenissa and like questioning.
Yeah, Rhiannon's still waiting for an answer.
Why did you get? Did you make this thing appear?
What if I did?
Well, I mean, stupid.
Sure, tiny man, that's your opinion.
Okay.
Name's the bad one.
I'm tiny. You're stupid.
The caps at this point seem to be dispersing as there's no longer anything to amuse them in this area.
All right, all
My
right.
chaos, but I'm done. I need to work up a little bit better next time, I guess.
Please don't drop a bean.
Please. We have enough stupidness to deal with.
Eric, are you okay?
I think I might be alright.
You'll be fine.
Let's get a move on.
Yes. We have a long walk ahead of us, and we're probably not going to be safe during that walk. Definitely don't have to create their own trouble.
Agreed. Let's not make things any worse for us in hell, please.
So, the night hag, Maggie, comes out sipping tea and just smiles oddly at the rest of the at the party. I mean, it's not an odd smile. It's more of it's odd that such a face, like a night hag, is smiling like that. uh, so she wanders over to you, says, "Ah, you're gonna be off now, huh?"
Yes, Maggie. Thank you so much for restoring that memory for Lulu. We're going to make our way to the castle. Castle? Where the fuck? Citadel.
Well, do be careful out there. I would enjoy meeting you all again. You have some interesting things about you, and it was quite a pleasure. I also, from what I hear, you had an amusing experience this morning. She grins wider at Urk.
Hey,
That's
you
going to
said
give
something about weapons.
that's going to give you some interesting scars. And oh yes, I do have the ability to. I do have a silvered weapon I can give you. And oh, from the looks of it, you have a weapon that's damaged.
Yeah, kind of looks at the great axe.
She claps her hands together. I can do something good for you then. A silvered great axe. And Mickey comes carrying one over, and she directs Mickey at Urk, and Mickey the flesh fiend, the flesh golem fiendish flesh golem walks over to you and presents you with a nice silvered battle axe. Great axe.
It's a great
Uh,
axe. One of the best.
It's not magical, but it should serve against devils and lycanthropes. Neither
I'm
of
gonna have to
which
search this up, won't I?
you're gonna have to drag and drop a new one, or just take the one that you have, get rid of the -1, and add silver to it.
Mhm.
I mean, I can't find it in the drag and drop section.
What I mean
Can't
is,
find.
if do you still have the great axe on you?
Yeah.
Just edit your current great axe to say silvered.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's not actually a separate item. It's just like an added thing.
It just makes it silver.
Yeah.
Will this be able to get rid of those slimes easier?
Oh, the slimes? No, 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 dear. A slime, that would be a completely useless weapon against a slime. Oh, no, I would suggest something that, maybe a spear or a warhammer, something like that. But an axe like that, though, that'll go nicely against one of those lycanthropes out there. Or just the average devil.
Cool. Thank you very much for that.
Well, you've been most entertaining.
All I did was get high.
And she gestures at your chest.
Oh. Damn it.
Rhiannon's gonna go over to Mickey before they leave.
Mickey
Oh,
looks
Mickey.
down at Rhiannon.
And she's going to open up her journal and tear out the picture that she drew of Mickey and gave it to him.
Oh.
And he looks at it. And he picks Rhiannon up and hugs her.
She smiles.
And sets her down again, patting her on the head.
Don't let anybody make fun of you. There's still potential in things that are written off as broken. And she'll give him a pat and a little side hug. And walk off.
I guess if everyone gathers, we're walking out of this place and leaving this place behind forever.
Yep.
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 Good.
Yes.
On the road again.
Wait, what do you mean, yes?
I catch up.
Oh. good.
No.
You catch up?
Fucking
I'm
hell.
sorry?
I specifically asked you. You fucking not.
To be fair,
Nothing happens at
I
first
didn't.
because it takes a minute for the effect to happen after one of those beans. But after you walk away, it's about no more than 3 minutes later.
Fucking pyramid shows up.
I swear to God, if it's another pyramid, we're all blaming you.
Don't
I
give,
wanted to be a pyramid at this
don't
point.
give him that shit
I
that
mean,
you gave it to one of the.
It's not
Red
gonna be a
cap.
pyramid.
I
It
did not
can't
give
be.
one to the red.
The
cap.
chance of it being another
Did you give
pyramid
two?
is...
I gave 5.
No.
The chance of it being another pyramid is so low.
Not for you rolling 5 times.
I just wanted
It's
to be a
still
Chang.
pretty low.
Hold on, I'm calculating exactly
Oh,
what's
God.
now what's now there in Mad Maggie's.
I have to be
Jesus.
RP. I'm sorry.
All right.
Alright. Take your time.
No. Well, at least we can get out of there quickly.
He was asked
Yeah.
not to plant it, so he gave somebody else to plant it.
Of course you did.
That's just semantics right there.
Wording. It's very appropriate for Camel.
Oh, oops. Oh, so the first thing you guys see behind you is a massive geyser suddenly erupts in the middle of the camp.
God, what a way to show thanks for
And
the
it
help,
appears to be spreading oil everywhere.
Oh, oil in hell.
Oh no, that's not a good combination.
Oh no.
It's
I saw
fine.
someone throwing oil on the fire.
Next thing, a fire something
Mhm.
Fire
happens.
geyser.
Then, as soon as the geyser starts erupting, you notice that a group of trees has also sprouted up inside the inside Fort Knucklebone,
Oh my god.
and you start hearing weird shrieking noises coming from there.
Jesus Christ.
2 more to go.
Well, they did want chaos, right?
You see blue flames suddenly erupt from
Flames.
from under
Well, there
the
you go. There's the flames.
another
That's
side
how you
out all of
spawn
a sudden.
Oil and flames. That's gone.
And finally,
And shrieking. You're forgetting shrieking.
Oh,
Will.
shrieking.
and then you hear a completely different screams of alarm and cheers at the same time as shaking begins and something large and hungry seemingly digs itself out from underground to attack
And
whatever's in
there's the
there.
bullet.
Oh my god. At least we're definitely not gonna be coming back here anytime soon.
This is the thanks that we give them.
Considering it's practically gone now.
Has the flame ignited the
Yeah, does
oil?
the flame ignite the oil? As it probably
You
should.
haven't seen that happen, but this is a wide camp, and they didn't necessarily put the beans down all in one place.
I mean, it's an oil geyser though, so
Yes,
It goes
so
everywhere.
there's a chance it might
The
hit the
blue fire is
campfire
only
at
a
some
small
point.
Campfire.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
small campfire, but
I mean, that's
it's different
still
enough
a-
that you see that it's blue from this distance.
Do they have any other fire in the camp?
Well, it is hell. You don't know.
You don't need to start a campfire in hell.
Exactly.
oh my god. Well, that place is a wreck.
Will hears the commotion, does not turn around, just looks at Gamel with like just a serious frown.
Brings wide
Welcome back, Rhiannon.
What?
The place that we just left is oil geyser, trees, blue flame, sound of shrieking. Pretty much what Will found, pretty much.
And something came bursting out of the ground, which I know as a player is a bullet.
Yeah, the place we just left is pretty gone.
He gave the madcaps some beans.
To be fair, she did light the madcaps. So, a little more chaos.
Are you feeling worse, Rhiannon?
I'm okay. It was just I had to go to the.
Yeah, I get that. I mean, if you're feeling
No,
sick,
I'm
we
okay.
can. Yeah.
I'm okay. I'm okay.
All right. Yeah, I'm sorry you missed all the hilarity though, because that was
all good.
very funny.
Chaos incarnate. It's fine.
What's the
I
matter,
just-
Will? Sorry.
I understand my wording must have been insufficient.
I didn't plant anything.
I realize that now.
You gotta be careful with him. Rhiannon kind of smirks and gives a wink towards Gamo.
How many beans do you have left?
Okay, my 6.
How many have you used?
Just counting. Elf. I've used here two.
Oh.
I think I used number 3.
As you go to look into your pouch again, you discover that you have the same amount of beans that you started the day with.
Oh god.
So there's
Fuck
5, and then they used 5 more. Oh hey, look. Never mind. I have 11.
What? Right. Listen. And Will takes out the one bean that he has given to him by Gamil. He just holds it out in his hand and goes, "There's a thing called restraint. Have you heard of it?
Well,
Yes,
you know the answer to
it's
that.
really good to hold things down.
Like I am all for a little bit of chaos and pranks every now and then, but restraint is not a bad thing."
I have been restraining myself.
This is you restraining yourself.
Yes.
If you ever feel like a time to let loose, let me know so that I can be on the other side of the continent.
Let us know so we can be on a completely different plane.
Yeah, that too. And
What
Will
was the
puts
fun in that?
the bean back in a pocket inside his clothing.
Alright, let's get walking, y'all.
Yeah, that's a start of the day, isn't it?
This probably
I'm
marks.
I'm
I
sure
would,
they're fine.
I would be more angry if it weren't for the fact that I didn't like that class.
I hope Mickey's okay.
Looks back at the place and just goes, "I'm sure he's fine." Continues walking.
Besides, I'm just giving a little chaos from the traveler.
That's not a little.
For hell, I think it is.
Anyway, Will looks off into the distance and tries to determine what path to take.
Mm-hmm.
So, we're going to the Bleeding Citadel, which were, if I'm not mistaken, on what was it called? Harum's Ridge?
On a-
Harum's Hill?
Harm's Hill,
Hill.
on the other side of the river Styx.
Yes, yes. And it was called the Bleeding Citadel, yeah.
And then on the way to try to meet up with Smiler the Defiler, an Eladrin Spring wants revenge for something the warlords did to them on a machine of some sort.
Well, sure. I guess we could meet this Smiler guy, but
It just, he's a wanderer, not that we're supposed to go looking. It just,
yeah, okay.
we
So
run
keep an eye out. If we see a green Eladrin, we say hi.
watch out for a nest of hell wasps.
You may believe that I'm always doing that.
I don't even know what that is, but okay.
I don't either, but I'm keeping I'm keeping an eye out.
Sound like fun.
No. Anyway, the river Styx was in what direction again? I get turned around here. There's no sun.
Back the way we came, actually, if I remember, or at least part of it. I don't know if it's winding or.
Yes, but we went off into that market area as well. Did we get off track? Go into it? Could we take a shorter way back to Styx?
As you guys start debating this, familiar form lands nearby, folding her wings and pulling out a cigar,
Oh,
starts
no.
smoking.
Going into silent mode.
Oh, what form is Gamel in right now?
Well, he
Same
said she.
Been in the entire time.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's kept this form while he's been in here, pretty much.
Yeah, okay. I didn't know if he switched back.
Lovely tiefling.
What's it? I'm joking, by the way.
So she lands and she's looking at you. She lights up a cigar. So you had a good time at Fort Knucklebone, did you? And she kind of looks back towards the fort. Since when has there been a geyser of oil? Hmm.
A new edition.
It's best not to just ask questions in regards to that.
Oh well. Did you get what you
Um,
needed from there?
Yeah, we need to head to the Bleeding Citadel.
Ah. She starts nodding knowingly.
Do you know
That's
the
good.
Do you know the way?
You know the way, my brother.
Well, I might be able to help with that. She chomps down on her cigar. It's on Harmon's Hill.
Hmm. Other side of the sticks.
Yeah, that's the only tricky part. You'll need to. Well, I'd suggest the best way to find a ferryman is to head to the dock. That's pretty much just head, and she points in a direction which on my map would be the equivalent of east. So let's just use the term east. Just keep heading that way. Eventually you'll hit the sticks. And head, and then she points in the direction that would be, if that was east, that would be north that she's then pointing.
Okay.
If you head that way. You don't want to get too close. There are demons all over the place, but you will be able to see the docks, thankfully, at a distance. So you'll know when to start heading towards the sticks itself. But of course, you will want to be very careful. A dip in the sticks will rend your mind and your soul.
So basically, what you're saying is don't get too close to sticks until you can see the docks.
Correct. And then you'll be able to hire a ferryman to get you across. Yep. You might need a soul coin for that. Do you have any?
Yes.
Yes.
We do have a few.
Good. And I was worried you wouldn't have any currency to pay the ferryman.
Out of curiosity, how wide is the River Styx?
It's pretty wide. And it's unpredictable if you're attempting to use magic to attempt to get across.
Alright.
I would not suggest doing that.
Okay. Well, thank you, Scar.
Hmm.
We'll be on our way.
Yes.
Will you be watching over us still from above, or?
Oh yes. And she kind of looks off in the distance. And at the moment, it seems that you are about to have company.
Company?
I noticed as I was flying around up there that there's a war machine headed in this direction. One of those demon grinders.
Sounds fun.
Well, if you end up taking it for yourself, you should be able to make it with haste to the river.
Alright. I think we have somebody here who's been eyeing one of those. Looks at Lunisa.
Wolfwatch.
Sorry, what?
Wolfwatch. Spotted.
Mm,
You want one?
I'm good.
Oh,
Right.
this is a
The way it's powered. I forgot about that. Makes it inconvenient. Yeah.
So, good luck with that.
should we
Rhiannon
still
nods.
try and get the Warforged just because?
There's no Warforged, but yeah.
There is
Oh,
a war
whatever.
machine coming our way.
Yes.
It could be the Eladrin. Out of
Is
character.
that bad?
No.
Said it's a demon grinder though.
Oh, did we know what he rides?
It was the same sort of vehicle that you guys were attempting to
Double
unearth the
something.
other day. It was like
Oh,
what is it
I
called? A
missed that part.
hellbike?
Sorry.
Something like that. It's definitely. It's basically these guys are if you're talking Mad Max world, the Eladrin is said to be riding basically a motorcycle, while these guys are riding a demon grinder is basically much more like what's the best equivalent in the Mad Max world? One of those bigger carriers that has multiple weapons and can carry multiple people.
Oh, like a bigger dune buggy kind of
Oh.
thing.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
So that's
Like the-
technically bad.
kind of like the
Yeah.
thing that
Unless we
that,
wanna
that
own
in
it.
that in Fury Road
Yeah.
the guy was riding on and playing music from where the battle bard was standing. Yeah, I think the last time I saw any of the Mad Max movies other than Fury Road was when I was a really little kid and don't remember any of them except for Fury Road, which I like. And with that, we're going to take a quick break to go to the bathroom and get some water.
Fuck. Misa died. Misa died real hard. Let's do it again.
Quentin, are you there? Guess not.
I'm here.
Hello, Jesse.
Hi. Are you alright? Are you okay?
Yeah, my stomach's just off. I've had a bad I haven't been feeling well.
Oh.
Found some
Yeah, that's
reference
coming
pictures for
forward.
Demon Grinder.
Yeah, it's so good. I've just been up all night. That thing looks cool.
So we're gonna try and tame it.
Tame the machine.
Tame the machine. I mean, why not? It's worth a shot, right?
That smallest one looks cool.
I feel like the smallest one, that's the motorcycle she's talking about.
Mm-hmm. Looks badass.
I'm just trying to think.
Badass,
I
yeah.
have the book right here. I should be able to find a demon girl.
Yeah, I think this material is from the book.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not sure, but I don't own the book. I
Yep.
just searched for Demon Grinder.
Oh, it
D&D
is.
5th
It's
edition.
right here. I just flipped it. Yeah, it's right here.
I stole it from the book. Holy shit. Illegal.
Nice.
Yeah, so the first one and the last one are known as Infernal War Machines. Hold on. Let's see. There's ABC next to them.
I see the
Oh.
second one has a wrecking ball, so I hear one song that can be sung by the bard.
It came out like a wrecking ball.
Hmm.
Let's see.
Or we could use the first one, just use that to grapple the bard while he sings it, and he can literally be the wrecking ball as we smash him into things.
I feel like there was like fucking.
You want me to lick a hammer as well?
Ooh, up to you.
Oh, here we go. Okay, so the demon grinder is actually the one with the wrecking ball. The one in the bottom is called the Devil's Ride. The one with the claw is called a scavenger. And the one with like the little pick on the front is called a tormentor.
Oh, the one that looks like a warthog.
Yes. So demon grinder. It's. Oh god.
Oh god. Don't read the stats, you'll depress yourself.
Yeah, I could. Yeah. It's a gargantuan vehicle. It can carry
Gargantuan.
8 medium creatures.
Gargantuan.
It's gargantuan. It has an ability called crushing wheels. Basically, creatures need to succeed on a DC 11 Dex save or take 4d10 bludgeoning damage and knock prone.
Ow.
If the creature is already prone, it takes an additional 4d10 bludgeoning damage.
See, I was thinking as this new day started that I should prepare Wall of Stone. I don't even think that would stop it.
Mm-mm. It has another ability to. So it requires a crew to man certain things, but it has Chomper.
Oh, it's adorable.
It's not.
Basically, it's
No, no, no.
chomp attack.
You guys have played Doom Eternal, right?
No, not
Oh,
yet.
no. So what were you
No,
saying?
but you know how there's collectibles in the game? They're like little miniature figurine toys, and one of them were like the beholder eyes that float around,
Hmm.
and it was in like a little chibi form, and I'm like, oh, so cute.
Yeah, so anyway, what were you saying, Shuttle?
So it's got a chomp attack that does piercing damage, 66, and then. Oh wait.
Did you say 66?
Oh god. 6d.
Yeah,
6.
okay.
A target reduced to 0 hit points by this damage is ground to bits and spit out through pipes on both sides of the demon grinder.
Oh god. Hey, what a way to go.
The wrecking ball.
Mhm.
8d8. Bludgeoning. Double the damage if the target is an object or a structure. So siege vehicle basically. And it's got 2 harpoon flingers. Ranged attack, 120 feet range, 2d8 piercing. So yeah, that thing is nasty.
Question.
Hmm.
Does it have that thing where it can only attack like a Tyrannosaurus Rex? It can only attack like
One target at a time.
yeah, or like it can't use its wrecking ball of the same creature it used its mouth on.
I think it depends on how much crew's on it.
But
It depends on how many people are on it because each of the abilities requires a crew member for it to operate.
all right, take out the
All right,
crew
I'm back.
basically.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
We're not
And I
talking
hear
about anything.
planning.
What are you talking about? No, we're
Well,
not planning anything. Shut
We're
up.
planning or just survival instincts.
Either way, it's awesome.
Yeah, I found a picture of when I just searched demon grinder, and I was like, yep,
Welcome back.
there it is.
I have not left.
Is everyone back?
No,
No.
because I'm waiting for someone in particular to get back, and they're not back.
Okay.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Check your messages, Quentin. I'll be right back.
Be safe now.
So how's everyone doing?
pretty good playing Doom, fucking demons, killing. I ended up finding something really adorable, which is basically a beholder chibi looking thing. Collector figurine
You
thing that
mean
you
the
get.
Kako demon?
I think that's what it's called. I'm not fully sure.
The purple one, or the one that seems to have hands, which is the
No,
pain
it
elemental.
doesn't have.
So it's the
It does
Kako
not
demon.
have. Yeah.
The one whose
Oh.
eyes I constantly pull out of their sockets.
Yes.
Yeah.
Extra fun.
Yeah, I streamed Doom Eternal when I was playing it.
I mean, I'd like to stream more, but this household that I'm in at the moment, it kind of is.
Yeah.
Oh my fucking god! Instead of flyer, fuck I did. Why did I put it on Hurt Me Plenty?
Those are always fun.
I mean, I used to play Doom back in the day a shit ton. Even multiplayer Doom, and I fucking loved it. I
Yeah.
was pretty good at it too. But now, I'm like,
Oh, when you're calling Doom back in the day, you're talking about Doom 2016, aren't you?
no, Doom 2006 or something like that.
Oh, Doom 3, which was the really bad Doom.
No, Doom 64.
Oh, that one. Yeah, that one's actually
Yeah,
fairly.
super old.
That one was actually fairly close to the original Doom.
And I was really good at it, and it also had a later on in time they ended up bringing out mod packs for it, and one of the mods were multiplayer. So I absolutely loved doing that. Still hate these fucking scorpion pieces of shit.
Yeah.
Ah,
No, the most annoying one's the Marauder.
spice. Ah, missiles incoming. What the fuck are you talking about? I ain't out of bounds. Oh, you jump, you dash straight through the fucking grenade. Can't believe that they can do that. Why do these levels take so long to complete? These levels take way too long to complete. It's starting to get a bit annoying. So usually you die. Yeah. Oh, fuck you. What the fuck? Oh no 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 no. Stop flapping. I'm raging. It's quiet.
Lots of
This
quiet.
book that I bought, the Lazy DM's Workshop, is nice.
That's good.
Basically, first page is just everything you need. If there ever is like a question about ruling in action usage in combat.
So I went to the closest EV Games store,
Mm.
right? And they've got these what do you want to call it, cards for like spells and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Is that even useful, or is it like what's it for?
Well, it's
Like
mostly
they've
used
got
in
like different
tabletop.
classes, and then they've got cards for it.
Usually, it's basically the same thing that we have in the compendium here online. I mean, it's not bad to have the cards available in front of you.
Mm.
I usually use them in tabletop. I have most of the decks, and I prepare them for my players and give them, let them pick out the cards that for the spells that they have, and they have them in front of them, and they have it available just to you, so easy reminder basically.
So it's
Because
more of a tabletop necessity.
yeah,
Thing.
yeah. I mean, it's a card with this every information about the spell on it, rather than just looking in your character sheet and seeing, I have this spell, but you only see the name. You don't know what it does, and you have to open a compendium to read about it. So instead of opening a book, you just take out the card and read on the card, which is
Okay.
time saving.
I have that for 'cause I bought all the card decks for things like that.
Hmm. I haven't bought the martial adept things or the features or stuff like that, but might do if I notice that I will have time or availability to play tabletop again.
It's just a checkpoint.
Sucks real bad that I finally got like my table set up and ready in my apartment. Got room to to play.
That's
I
cool.
Yeah, I fixed the floor and stuff like that. And now basically it's just like, oh yeah, you the people you used to play with have moved away, and it's there's a disease going on, and people can't really
Oh,
travel everywhere.
I'm
Yeah.
missing one of the toys. God fucking damn it.
Several
Why
different
can't I
conversations are happening at once here. I'm sorry, Tobias.
Yeah, I noticed. I'll go back to reading my book in quiet peace.
No, it's fine. I'm more like talking to myself anyway. That's all.
Vocalize the rage.
Yeah, pretty much. Ugh. I also didn't get any of the cheat codes. Anyway, I'm done. I've done a level that took way too fucking long. I'm done with this game. Holy shit.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
It's just way too fast paced, hurts the eyes after a while.
Bah.
Ah, she?
Finally, yes, this book will help me.
What else
I've
does it
been a
have?
D- I've been a DM for so many years, and I still haven't learned how to calculate CR.
Yeah, I'm terrible at that myself, even with the help of Kobold Fight Club.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I want to do a one shot one day.
Well, do it.
I don't know how.
You don't need to. That's the thing. I didn't know how to DM, and then I got to the game as a player one night, and the DM just said, "No, I want to be a player. You're the DM." I'm like, "Cool." Like, thanks. Well,
And that was my first ever time I DM'd.
and on the first time that I DM'd, I got to play a Green Dragon. Hooray! Mice of Phandelver, the Thunder Tree excursion.
What was it like a uh, like it's to progress story, or was it like I just want to be a dick and summon a green dragon?
No, it was a side quest of the main story. So it was in the book.
Welcome back, everyone.
Is everyone back?
Ready to go?
Believe so.
Think
God,
so.
I hope so.
Fluffy?
Fluffy said he's back. Unless
He
he
said
went
he's back.
BRB.
I will trust Fluffy.
Oh, I see. He's just muted again. Okay, cool.
No me, no me, no.
I will
So-
trust him.
I realize I have not grabbed lunch yet. Me.
Do you need to be right back again?
Let me just grab a snack real quick.
Okay.
Give me like 2 minutes.
Okay.
Great, then I can look at another page.
And you can tell us all about it.
Well, this one brings up quick encounter building and running large numbers of monsters, for an example. For lazy people.
For lazy people. Love it.
Basically, when you have 20 monsters at the same time attacking, just change the results and stuff. Like, subtract the monster's attack modifier from the defender's AC and consult the result column. Determine the number of monsters who've hit by dividing the total number of monsters by the number indicated under monsters per single success. If the monsters that have hit have advantage, double their damage dealt. If they have more than one attack, multiply the damage by a number of attacks. And there's a whole column.
Isn't that lazy DM thing?
Yeah.
I might have to get this.
Yes, I recommend both of the books, The Lazy DM's Workshop and The Return of the Lazy Dungeon Master. It's such a perfect. I saw it on Amazon and I was like, "Hey, that's me."
You know?
Ooh, chips. Welcome back, Jotel.
Yay!
No, no, no.
Alrighty
What
then.
kind of chip?
Salt and vinegar.
I got barbecue corn crackers.
And I made banana bread today.
I can't eat vinegar chips for too long. They hurt my mouth.
So
Yeah, I love them though.
Scar takes off again, leaving you guys to fend for yourself and decide what you're going to do. There is a plume of dust billowing in the distance, and you can see that it is created by a large infernal war machine barreling in your direction. Even at this distance, you can see that its crew consists of both boar-headed and rat-headed humanoids, all wearing goggles. And
We should take it for our own.
you're only about a half mile away from the from the Fort Knucklebone.
From the chaos we left behind.
Yes.
Okay.
It's up to
Think
you
of
guys.
how much faster
what you wish
travel
to
would
do.
be.
I don't like what I see.
I do.
Can
I
we
don't.
tell if it's aggressively coming towards us?
It was aggressively.
Is this roaring essential and hunking?
I think that the term barreling towards you is it could be construed as aggressive. Yes, it seems to be on a direct trajectory towards you and possibly Fort Knucklebone behind you.
Well, Fort Knucklebone's practically screwed anyway.
Yeah. Let's get out the way, y'all.
Yeah. Is
At least-
how is the
We're not-
terrain looking?
We're not gonna try and take it for our own.
You're in the bone area, so there is instead of rocks on the ground, it's more of like bits of bone here and there, the bone brambles. So there are collections that you can like run and hide behind, getting away from the oncoming assault vehicle.
All right. Well, let's hide.
Lunisa said that she wanted one. Do you want this one, Lunisa?
I'm not thinking. Are they selling?
I mean, of course they're not selling.
Okay.
I mean, the people in the camp said if we take it, we can have it, so...
Yeah, and it would be faster travel.
It will stop when they
Especially-
reach the fort.
Especially since you discovered before that moving around, with the exception of Biddy didn't feel this at all. But when you were moving around before heading to the Fort Knucklebone, you were feeling a bit tired and weary from the heat and the just general air of Avernus. So a vehicle could be to an advantage.
Okay. Should we let it pass and see if it stops at Fort Knucklebone and then take it?
Yeah, okay.
Or should we?
We should let it
Ambush.
pass.
Should we?
Then we can come up behind them. They won't be expecting it.
But what if they don't stop?
Then I don't see how we would be able to get on it anyway.
I mean, I could. It'd be risky.
Without too much risk.
I mean, I could get up there, no problem.
Without too much risk.
I mean, I can just teleport up there.
One
No.
person up there is too much risk.
Yeah, but
I
can't
mean,
Galmel teleport as well?
I can.
If you can
And
teleport the entire group, then it's fine. I mean, it's still risky, but it's fine.
alright then. Well, if you want to do this.
I mean, I like your plan, Will.
No, it's not a plan, it's a suggestion.
I kind of like that one too.
I
because
like your
take it off.
suggestion, then, Will.
If they get off of it, it makes it much easier.
I mean, how big, how tall is it, actually?
It is let's see. It is the thing. I need to bring up the picture.
Oh,
There's a
I
picture
posted a
over
picture
there.
in the Discord.
Yeah, I'm just trying to look at the one that I have in my book because they also have some really nice ones here too. Trying to find the actual picture.
Yeah, not sure which one it is.
Yeah, but there's a whole section of it in this book and one little spot, so I need to. There we go. So this is the demon grinder, which is the thing with the ball at the end of it, and basically these are all size comparisons to each other. So you see the Devil's Ride, you see the humanoid figure standing in front of that. These are all the same size to each. These are all size equivalent to each other. So you see how much bigger that one with the wrecking ball is compared to a humanoid figure. That's how big it is.
That's a big one.
Yes.
It is pretty big.
Yes.
Not 30 feet tall, big, I think.
No.
Well, yeah,
Probably not.
kinda.
I mean, there's low points on it, so, you know.
Should be able to get on it.
And there's also got to be an actual way on.
Alright, well, Will steps out of the way from the big metal thing coming towards him.
Yeah, pretty.
Because he's not planning on standing in front of it and he's not planning on
Yeah.
jumping on it.
What, you don't plan on doing something like just like that?
No.
Okay, so if you guys are getting out of the way, roll me a stealth check.
Can I cast Pass Without a Trace on it?
Yes, you may.
So Pass Without a Trace.
Yay! So, an extra plus 10 to my stealth.
Whoa. I'm gonna probably need that.
Oh fuck!
Yeah.
Jesse rolled a 17 for his particular stealth.
Oh boy. Wait, where is it?
What DML? What? Will?
Ooh. demon
I
grinder.
will get my next campaign.
Hmm. No, they didn't see him there either.
The people in the demon grinder
Yes, I
lose
would like to.
sight of all of you because of the dust being stuffed up. Even Urk, who isn't particularly stealthy at all, somehow managed. The group of you managed to hide as the thing passes by nearby, headed straight for the Fort Knucklebone. As it passes by, within 60 feet of you, you hear horrific screams coming off of it.
Oh no, they're listening to metal.
Why do you think that I said sounds pleasant?
I suppose that's souls.
Alright. Is it stopping?
Starts writing
No,
down. in
it's
book.
it's heading straight for Fort Knucklebone.
Yeah, is it going to. Does it look like it's planning to stop or just ram into the wall?
Let's see, you're sitting there. It's you're a half mile away. Roll a perception check.
Can we all roll perception?
Yes, you may.
Oh!
Guidance.
Oh my god!
So, Biddy and
We're eagle-eyed.
Will. Wow. The two of you. The two of you watch out and look as the bone grinder comes mostly to a halt, getting to the side of Fort Knucklebone as it starts swinging the wrecking ball on the side at the side of the fort. You can see even from this distance that the inhabitants of the fort are firing back, and a battle is ensuing. It is some
Alright.
ways away.
Alright. If everyone sticks close to me and we can move up behind them without them noticing us, and then we just get up there and
And
grab
then
it
just,
and leave.
yeah. Just a quick grab and run.
Yeah, right?
Let's do this.
Alright, everyone.
Let's steal ourselves a car. I mean a machine.
A cart?
A gargantuan
A cart?
war machine.
That's a
Cart?
cart, Betty.
Yeah, no, it's not. It doesn't have anything pulling it.
No.
It has a self pulling it.
Mm.
Alright, so you're heading straight back there.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Sneakily. We're going
Well,
to
I mean,
make...
we're not gonna go into the compound.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, we're going to pretty much just try and steal the machine off them
Grand Theft Auto.
without anyone knowing.
Okay.
So
No.
I think like as we get close, like Will is just looking at Galmil and Lunisa who can get up there the easiest.
So as you get close to the war machine, you see that there are still two inhabitants on there. Appears to be two were-rats who are busy firing over the wall from their position, but it looks like all the were-boars have left and are currently waging a battle inside the fort.
See, this is perfect. The people who can teleports the group up there.
I
Oh,
don't
what a
think.
group.
You still hear screaming coming from somewhere in the
Well, if we could
The
head out
vehicle.
on the road.
Yeah, Will is just waiting for someone to
Eh,
initiate
tell
it.
us.
There's Biddy one up there.
I mean, not alone, but yes.
Well, Anissa's going, right?
Yes.
I can get you up there, Biddy.
But he just has his swords ready. Let's do this.
So are we sneaking?
We're currently stealthed. We stealthed up over to this spot, so
Mhm.
they don't know we're here.
In that case,
Which means they could be caught by surprise.
Yeah.
Which means assassins are overpowered.
Which means.
Because phase step, I'm spring.
Oh
I can
yeah.
touch somebody and teleport them instead.
Yeah.
So I send the assassin with every assassin.
Yeah, two assassins to
wait,
pretty much clear the...
are you gonna teleport both of us, or do I need to teleport myself?
I can only teleport one person, unfortunately.
Okay, yeah, I'll teleport myself.
But it takes a short rest to get it back.
Alright, so both of Peter, get up there. Get the fuck up.
But he just vanishes and reappears.
Take the other one.
All right. You have surprise attack on these guys, Biddy and Linissa.
Oh, what a good day to be an assassin.
Which
Oh,
one are you
yeah.
attacking, Linissa?
The one, this one. I
Okay.
think he's going for this one, right?
Yeah.
God.
And remember, if you're an
Yeah.
assassin, you crit.
I know,
Oh,
and it's not. Yeah, but I have 2 attacks, so both of them crits. So.
Yep.
Yes.
And it's your venom dagger is not active at the moment, right?
No, it's NA, so not active, yes. But
Okay.
I need my other vector as well. Oh, no sneak attack on that one. But both of them hit, so I need to roll the other dice as well.
Okay.
I'll just let Denisa do the rolls first.
yeah.
I'll roll after.
The problem is, even though it hits, it doesn't seem to do anything to the were-rat.
Uh-oh.
The were-rat looks up as the dagger strikes into it and gets pulled back, and just kind of glares at you.
The non-active venom dagger is still a +1 weapon.
It is? Okay.
Yes,
You should put a +1 thing on that then. Signal, because I keep forgetting that it's +1. The other dagger didn't do anything to it. Because it's just a normal dagger.
So that's an extra 11 damage on that one. And the other dagger did nothing.
Correct, the other dagger did nothing.
Then I'm gonna punch him in the back of the head as well.
Hold on,
'cause I-
I'm calculating something. Okay.
Oh, there we go.
what level?
What's that,
Yeah.
11? Oh, you already did that 11.
that
Never
11.
mind, never mind. I already got that one. So you're also
Oh.
doing what?
I'm also punching him in the back of the head.
Okay.
This is magical.
Mhm.
And it's also
Yes.
an auto crit.
Magic hands.
Oh, it's already a crit.
Oh, okay.
Well,
And
now
that
you
one
don't need to
slumps
roll
over.
again.
That one slumps over dead. Biddy.
Alright.
Billy, don't
And
get
mine
knocked down.
auto crit as well.
Mhm.
Because I'm an assassin.
Yep. That's a longsword +1, so that does actually do damage.
Yep.
So that's 22 points of damage. What else do you got? What's your crit?
I-
Where's your crit roll?
Yeah, I'm gonna do. That's what I was doing. But also, I was gonna. Oh no, I have to say that I'm doing that before I attack. Yeah. Anyway, pretty much it's just my longsword. My other weapon wouldn't do any damage. So-
I'm waiting for your crit roll on the
Yeah.
longsword. You said it was crit.
Yeah, I'm getting there.
Okay. It's still up.
If it's still up,
Mhm.
it's good. Action surge. Two-handed this time. I'm gonna drop my rapier. Come with a two-handed longsword attack.
Oh, that's right. That's a double thing. So that's actually. Sorry, I keep
Oh.
forgetting because this says slashing underneath. That I keep forgetting that's one-handed and two-handed.
So I'm gonna do two-handed, but also a lunging attack, so I can add my superiority
Yeah.
to die to this attack.
So you might want to update your longsword just to put the little the little notes inside there saying one-handed and two-handed. It's easier to tell apart here instead of just seeing damage things. Like so many people have damage things that are in those two slots that you have to add together. That my brain automatically adds them together without paying attention to the fact that it says slashing twice. Sorry.
Yep. Give me a second. Change it. Okay. And I'm doing a two-handed strike with this one with a lunging attack just for superiority die damage. Then superiority die. and then it's also an automatic. Does that also double my superiority die?
Yes.
Oh my god.
Second attack, yeah, it doesn't matter. The 14 was enough.
Oh,
Yeah, rare rats aren't that big. They just happen to be immune to non-magical attacks.
which is a problem for me because I only have one magical weapon, and I need.
Mhm.
Well, let's pick up my rapier. That was easy.
Bravo.
Mm. And you said
And
that there'll be.
now we all rush to the card and run.
Yeah.
But he's gonna figure out how you steer this thing.
All right. You still hear screaming coming from what appears to be an engine of sorts of this thing.
Just gonna ignore that.
It seems that the screams are from the souls that are being consumed by the as fuel to run this thing, and the sound is ever present.
Choosing to ignore it.
Camel chooses to try to mimic it.
Oh god.
But he's just gonna look for however to steer it, while Linissa
Alright.
can
Make an
figure out
intelligence
how to
check.
get people back up.
Does the rest of us have trouble getting up on it, or is it just
It-
climb up the ladder?
It's basically climb up the ladder at this point.
Alright, so.
Did you say intelligence check?
Yep, roll me an intelligence check.
Pooh!
Oh,
I know this thing inside and out.
You
Yeah.
have one of these at home.
so you recognize you figure out how to operate the wheel and the fact that there are several action stations. So you are you're basically going to be crew of the helm. There is several other stations. There's the chomper, the wrecking ball, and there are 2 stations for harpoon fliggers. Which means there are 5 stations altogether for people. There's enough space on board for 8 people. So you guys should be okay with all that.
Now I wait for the others to make their way up.
Just right behind him.
Like,
Do you know how to drive?
yes! This is an easy thing to drive. Let's do this. Everyone on board?
Yep.
And then I will
Ultimate
also point out the different stations. We should probably have someone on every station.
Camel probably sits at the chomper unless someone stops him. I don't know what this does, but I like it.
It chomps, kind of in the name.
Yes. But I'm
So-
curious. How effective.
So basically, you get to roll an intelligence check. Do you already do that? No. So yeah. Lulu's making some whimpering noises as she hears the sounds of screaming.
Once everyone's on, and
You also know
every-
from that check that you have 6 hours worth of fuel left at the moment,
both of you, okay.
and that all you have to do to re-up the fuel is just toss a soul coin into it.
Yeah, that's all. Just throw souls into it.
Mhm.
I mean, I have no problems with it, but everyone else does, so, you know.
Man probably doesn't.
Well, once everyone's on board and they're safe, like, they're not gonna fall off.
Can I figure out how a chomper works?
Full
Sure,
speed out.
intelligence check.
I will use guidance.
While
So you go
Gamil's
full
trying to figure
speed
out
away.
It did not
While
end.
Gamil's trying to figure out how it works.
Yeah, and Gamil
just
can't
full
figure out anything out about the about the chomper. It's like, what is
Push random
this?
buttons in at some point. It's fine.
Rhiannon's looking for one of the, just the, I guess you said there was like a harpoon or something?
Yeah, there are 2 harpoon stations. You sit down and immediately know how to use it.
Yeah, so she just sits down and just kind of gets lost and stares out.
What's with the natural 20s?
I'm not
I
questioning.
don't know.
I don't know what I'm sitting at. Somebody
I
give me
rolled
orders.
shit all day yesterday in all of my D&D campaign, so I'm okay with
And
that.
today you're rolling that 20s. That's excellent.
Somebody gonna give me something.
Harpoon. Another. Oh no, wrecking ball. You got the wrecking ball.
Yes.
And
Gets on the wrecking ball, swings from side to side. I
uh,
can be like a wrecking ball.
Roll an
Will-
acrobatics
will-
check to see if you stay on.
Oh, why can't it be athletics?
Ah.
How would you get on?
Athletics, son. Roll athletics.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, you managed to hold on tight.
Did you just throw yourself on top of the wrecking ball?
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
yeah.
Instead of going into the wrecking ball
that's
station,
not
he
how
went onto
you
the wrecking ball.
use. You know, I'm gonna
I'm
pay
gonna
attention.
swing into shit.
Like, I'm gonna pay attention to driving. Someone tell him how it works.
So as he's swinging from the thing, can Will figure out how to make it leaning closer so that he can just get back on?
Roll the intelligence check to see if you know how to operate the wrecking ball. Yeah, you think you had the basics of it.
So I basically just try to pull the lever that just brings him closer so that he can come back on.
Mm-hmm.
Fine. Hops back onto the machine.
And then he goes back. He's not gonna be operating anything, so he's standing
So,
near Billy.
Which means
how do you
Lanisa.
like it?
Which means Lanisa gets the other.
Uh,
What?
intelligence. Yeah, no, I don't know how this thing works. Do I push this button?
Will, can you make sure Urk doesn't destroy the vehicle?
No. I think that's beyond my capabilities.
Fair enough. And
You know,
Daddy, do you know how to work this goddamn machine?
you know how in like the was it the Sand People in Star Wars?
Yeah.
How they like raise the thing? That's how Gamma is with his little cane. He's like, ah! Cackling madly.
Oh, I put that in the wrong channel. Fuck me.
Why? Why? No.
Yeah, I'm currently looking to see if there's a good picture of the grinder for layout purposes, so they could just put it on a map and have you guys sitting there. But I guess I'm gonna have to write down station names. Oh, cool.
Oh. 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 Oh.
What?
oh. I can send you something.
Ooh, 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 ooh. Please do.
Hold on. I have a Patreon that I follow, and I believe he did some grinders. Hold on.
Fun.
For paper minis that I do for my home game, and I feel like he did some hell machines.
Well, if you can send that to me, I can put that in for next session.
Yeah, I'll look at it for next session.
I can't believe I rolled a natural 20 on figuring out how this thing works.
So make sure you write that information down in your thing, so you know which station your characters are operating.
So what station did I have exactly again?
Did you roll for it? I don't think you did, hun.
Yeah, you haven't sat down yet. There is currently the chomper and the harpoon, and even though Will knows how to operate the wrecking ball, but he walked away from it, so the wrecking ball is also available.
Yeah.
Good.
no,
Galmil
it's
has
not.
the chomper.
What?
I'll go to the.
Galmil said that he was at the chomper.
He's at the chomper, but he doesn't know how to use it. So okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm
I
at
will
the
push
wrecking
random
ball and I
buttons.
know how to use it.
It's an
What were you
intelligence check.
Yeah.
I don't have advantage.
I
Did
know
you
how
get
to
an
use
8?
wrecking
Yeah,
ball.
you're not sure how to operate the harpoon.
I know exactly how to use wrecking ball. Presses a button and releases the fucking wrecking ball.
Please, I swear to God.
And it crashes into the ground and starts dragging around, lowering your speed.
Lift it back up.
Anchors away.
Basically,
button
the
again.
best description of the demon grinder is that it's a bulky armored coach that rumbles loudly as it crushes obstacles and enemies in its path with the help of a swinging wrecking ball. Iron jars are mounted in the front of the vehicle, which handles like a garbage truck. So if any of you know how to drive a garbage truck, you know how this handles.
I'm looking for a ride.
And of course, again,
Eric,
there is
lift
the
that bloody ball back up.
there's the ever-present screaming coming from the engine compartment.
Heck, we'll push the button again. The same button.
It doesn't seem to do anything. The ball is still dragging along the ground.
Have you seen the Fast and the Furious movie where they have a safe behind them as they drive?
Yeah.
I loved that scene. That's one of my favorite. No matter what I'm doing
Pretty much
elsewise,
us right now.
when that scene in that movie comes up, I stop whatever else I'm doing and sit there and just watch that scene. I love that sequence.
I think that's what's going on with the breaking ball at the moment.
Yeah, but you don't have the 2-car driving coolness of that scene.
No,
But
we
yes,
have a-
otherwise you
Which
basically
button do I press?
yeah. Otherwise it's a lot like that. 'Cause
How am I supposed to know which button to press? I'm not paying attention to what you're doing. I have my own thing to deal with.
Will goes back and fixes it.
Could I try a perception to see if I can find the right button?
Will already pulled the lever for that. And
He just
pushed
reaches
it back
past
in.
you and pulls it up. He just goes back.
Thank you, Will. And
Ah,
I noticed its
that's
speed
how it
change.
works. Aha, I'm learning. I know how to make it go up, and I know how to make it go down.
Now,
Yep.
which way did we need to go?
That way.
that
I'll
away.
just go the way that Gamil points.
No.
East-ish kind of direction he points. There's no real east, but he's like, well, we were going that way from there, and now we went back that way, so it's basically just that way again.
Oh, by the way, we only have like 6 hours worth of fuel.
Oh. I was hoping to take it home.
I mean, it's still 6 hours on foot, and we do have like what 3 soul coins, if we really wanted to. But they'd be able to. Is there a roll to see how much more time we'd have on the road if we put in a soul coin?
Actually, Biddy would know that you get 24 hours per soul coin.
Oh wow.
Well, there you go.
An entire 24 hours for a coin.
Sounds good.
So that means we'd have 30 hours if we ended up putting in a coin right now.
Let's see how far 6 gets us.
Yeah,
Can't really drive it across the river Styx.
true.
Maybe if we can find a cliff next to it and can do a badass jump.
Up and away! We didn't make it.
I'm still waiting for the moment to be able to multiply.
Multiply?
Mm-hmm.
The beings.
No.
What do you mean
You don't
multiply?
want to see 6 of me.
Yeah, the world doesn't need that.
Yeah, what he said.
Thanks for the send.
I'm gonna send you another one, which is I believe token. It's a different one in case you won't like that one better. But that zip should have everything in there.
All right, I'll take a look. I'll take a look at it after the session.
Yeah, he started with the popularity of everybody doing their D&D games online because of Corona. He's taken all of the paper miniatures that he does and he's making them into Roll20 tokens.
That is
So,
cool.
yeah, he's a really cool guy. $3 a month, it gets you like access to a bunch of fucking cool shit. So,
Ooh.
Yep.
Some of the info on that'd be great.
I will. It's Printable Heroes.
I have a question. If I can ask it.
I don't know, can you?
I think I can. Is it possible, right, if I could make the wrecking ball a sort of a conduit sort of thing.
For what?
Like if I like lightning striked the wrecking ball, would it like have like electrical properties if I was to use it? Kind of
With your intelligence check, you have no idea how to make that work, if that's even possible.
Thank God.
Damn it.
All right, we're going to the River Styx now.
Yes.
Dun, 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 dun.
Heading
I like the
upwards
picture
towards the sticks.
That like the wereboars come out to like get their like the retreat or whatever, and there's the car's just gone.
And there's the bodies of the were rats are just laying there, and the
That is
Like-
if they come out.
Yeah.
Aww.
Dude, where's my car?
I parked it right here, man.
And technically, it was stolen by
Got it.
technically it was stolen by aliens here too, because as far as the Avernus is concerned, you're aliens.
Well, there's nothing more alien than Gamma.
Hmm.
That was a huge. It's it's a B movie, but it's like it was a huge. I very much enjoyed that movie.
Hey, don't
It's
talk down
it's
to
a
the movie.
stupid movie that's good to be stupid.
Exactly. It's
Like, good stupid.
yeah. It's far easier to watch a really dumb movie over and over again than it is to watch a really really good movie, because a really good movie is really hard to watch multiple times. So it's like some of the trashier movies are just the easier ones to watch
So-
over and over.
Next one shot, you play as wereboars, and you have to find your vehicle.
That's
And it's an adventure through the plains.
that's amazing.
To the River Styx we go.
I'll call that adventure Roadhog.
Oh my God. To the River Styx.
River Styx.
The river made out of sticks.
I just realized I don't have a current copy of that movie. I had it on. I think I had it on videotape before Blu-ray came out or something. I don't think I have a current copy. I'll have to check actually, because I can't remember when that movie was out. I seem to recall it was out at the turn of things. I think I was working at a movie theater that year, and that would have been 2001. So yeah, you're leaving the Bone Brambles. You're heading the equivalent of east. Zoom, 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 zoom. So you should be able to get there. Then there. Because you're moving at a very high rate of speed. It moves 100 feet in an hour, and it doesn't suffer the potential exhaustion that you guys do. However, by the time you spot the River Styx, everybody who is not Biddy needs to roll a Constitution saving throw.
Ah, shit.
Sorry, yeah, Biddy's the only one that wouldn't suffer from it.
Well, why? Because I'm evil?
Exactly.
What does that do?
Uh,
Good people?
It's good to be evil.
Yeah,
It's gonna be bad.
but all of you were all of you are fine. The screams coming off of the engine are still, grating at you, but you've managed to survive. As you get closer and closer to where battles are taking place, and you know that you have to make a turn at this point, because you, even with the the demon grinder, you really don't want to be running it directly into a field of screaming demons and devils at this point.
But it's called a demon grinder, Grizz.
Yeah, but there
Yeah,
might be some
I'm just,
devils in there, and that's not compatible.
Oh, fine. You're no fun, Will.
I'm just letting Gamil be the navigator.
Yeah, he's
What?
points to north.
Yes, Gamil is the navigator.
Will is second navigator.
You know how tempted I am just to like randomly push a button, but he's like, no, not yet.
Mm.
Soon.
Soon.
He's gotta wait for the right time.
Rhiannon's just in the back, covering Lulu's ears to save her from the screams.
Lulu's just
I
kind
feel
of
like
snuggled
Gale
into
doesn't
you.
give a fuck.
Yeah.
I think Will is covering his ear from time to time, well, unless he notices that the people talking.
Screech speed.
Continue on northward. And another hour goes by, and you still have yet to spot the docks. Roll another Constitution saving throw, everyone but Biddy.
Oh, fuck.
God.
Even if
Fucking-
you're holding your fingers in your ears.
It doesn't matter. It's from
Yeah,
effect from
yeah.
the plane, not the screaming.
Ooh, damn it.
Oh no.
Gavril, this is
Oh,
and Will.
Oh no.
This
No
is
fuck.
this is taxing you severely, and you just are feeling very tired.
Wait.
Both of you
is your
gain a
check
level.
different than your save, Gamil?
No.
Oh, okay. I was trying.
Both of you suffer from a level of exhaustion.
Cool.
Is there,
The
is there a way we
navigators.
can,
No.
is there a way we can add that into the
Your
character
sheet.
sheet? Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't think
Let's see. You might be able to. I mean, you can toggle.
Can you? Where?
Um, basically for role queries.
Oh, show exhaustion tracking.
Oh, where is that?
Oh.
Uh,
Oh yeah.
on-
At the very bottom of general options in the gear.
Oh yeah.
That's pretty
there you
awesome.
go.
Turn that on. Is that
And
new?
it is. I don't know. I've never seen it. Where is it?
Yeah, I don't know.
Right underneath your hit dice.
Oh, there it is.
Oh
Hmm.
shit.
Haha!
Dang.
Oh,
That's
that's
a
cool.
very useful thing.
Disadvantage on ability checks. There we go.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit.
I'm gonna total it up to 5 and see what happens.
You fall over
Yeah,
dead from
probably-
Yeah.
sheer exhaustion.
But it doesn't
Poor
say that here.
Old gnome. All right. So,
Oh.
make your perception rolls on the area.
What was that?
What?
Did you click something or did you type that?
I added that to the D&D Beyond, so then it was a new exhaustion, and it apparently automatically types it into there.
Oh, because of Beyond 20? Nice.
Interesting.
Who rolls perception?
Perception?
Yo,
Yeah,
dude.
whichever of you is in charge of is keeping a watch out.
Well, Will said he was part of navigation, so I'm guessing he's having a
Yeah.
lookout.
Rhiannon's
Guidance.
looking behind us, but I mean she's not
I
looking
mean-
forward.
I am the driver. I probably should be on the lookout.
I mean,
Oh,
one would
hey.
fucking hope.
Even with disadvantage.
Did Lunisa take the other harpoon?
I couldn't figure it out, so no.
Oh, okay. I assume the I don't know why I assume the harpoons are on the back.
Well, they're on like little swivels. So it's like, you know, they're basically sitting in a harpoon and you're swiveling around, kind of like in Star Wars.
That's exactly what I was thinking about. The little like pods.
Mm. He's gonna maintain resistance on himself every minute.
All right. So somewhere in the distance, uh, you spot not exactly in the direction you're headed, but off to like one side. Um, you spot something massive that appears to be chained. You see spiky chains that lash a 15-foot diameter floating blob of quivering flesh to a more than 20-foot tall wrought iron scaffold. And this you're seeing at a distance as you're basically passing by. Um, you see that there are fiends also wrapped in chains that stand atop the scaffold that appear to be torturing this creature's flesh by tightening the chains. It seems to be oozing something, but you can't entirely tell from this distance. There's also, you can see a jackal-headed fiend that's apparently using some kind of horn to yell at the prisoner, but you can't tell what it's saying at this point.
How big was this flesh thing?
15-foot diameter.
Oh, that's not.
A decent
Yeah.
size.
How many fiends?
You see at least three, two of which are wrapped in chains themselves that appear to be torturing it directly with that, and then a third jackal-headed creature using some kind of horn to demoralize it.
2 more questions. More demon or devil and the fiend?
Uh, Roll Arcana.
Cool. Come on, game. I clicked the thing, game.
Be fair, game. Do the thing, game.
Any second now. There we go.
So, you're gazing across the distance. You see that the two fiends torturing this thing are definitely chain devils. I mean, that's fairly obvious. Just from the name alone, it's like you make an educated guess from your studies. The third creature, you're not entirely sure. You don't think it's a devil per se. You think it's some kind of Yugoloth, but you can't remember what kind at this juncture. As for that other thing, let's see if there's a listing for it here. Hold on. No, that's where it is. It's right there. You think the other thing might be a demon, but if it's an individual, demon like a demon lord or some individual kind of demon that you're unfamiliar with, you're not sure. It's a very strange creature, regardless of what it is. But you're pretty sure it's a demon.
Final question. How far away are we from the scuffle on the river Styx? Like, are there demons and devils in sight of what we are looking at right now?
No. Basically, you've come off in a direction that brings you away from the Styx, and as it basically disappears from view, you're still heading north from there because that's what you were told.
Mm-hmm.
You happen to spot off to one side, on the opposite direction from where the river is, this sequence. The scene of a fiend being tortured.
Rhiannon will point it out to the group. And just point out it's 2 chain devils and a Yugoloth of some kind torturing a demon.
Interesting.
Interesting indeed.
Yeah. Any
But
of our concerns? No.
I don't think so. Unless Rhiannon has a different, I'd say.
Well, I don't like seeing anything tortured, but then again, we are in fucking hell. But I am worried more about if we were to interfere, if that would upset someone else. Points up towards Scar, which I would imagine is floating up above somewhere. if one's mother aligns with devils, I'd imagine saving a demon might not be a good idea.
Let's just keep going.
Yeah, I'm verbally processing everything. Just letting you know.
Man. Very bad.
I really hope we find this harbor soon. We are kind of running low on fuel.
Well, you've still got 4 hours worth of fuel.
4 hours, but that's still kind of low.
It's fine.
Considering a coin is 24.
Well, I don't know. If we run out of fuel, we'll just walk.
But I like this thing.
I could do without
Then
this.
get to it, then.
It'll be fine.
Moving on, I guess.
Alright. And none of the creatures on that platform seem to take notice of you. As it eventually passes away from your current sight. It would be nice if these locations were actually in alphabetical order, much like Tomb of Annihilation, where it's like, random locations of things that could be anywhere you want to put them, but they have them at least in some semblance of alphabetical order. Like, they do not have that here. Things are in random places.
I think that's part of the course for the Nine Hells, really.
Technically, yes, actually, because that's exactly how it works.
It's fine.
There's so much shit to keep track of in that Tomb of Annihilation, but thank God they put it in alphabetical order. Jesus.
Yeah.
You know.
Trying to find the location I mentioned before. See if there's an actual location listed. The other problem is that it's also hard to tell if there's no index to instantly look something up, tell you which page is on which. And it's hard to tell without looking at every single page whether or not that particular location is actually listed in the book or not. So right now, that's what I'm looking at. I'm looking to see if that location I mentioned is actually here in the book, or if I'm just going to be making it up. Ah, found it. Thankfully. It's all the way in the back. Okay. So, from a distance, you begin to see a massive iron structure that appears to be a pair of docking arms that straddle the river Styx and extends out over it. Hefty clamps and chains and bars are fixed to the docking arms to lash large vessels between them. But unlike what you might have been told, or might have assumed, depending on your point of view, this type of dock does not appear to be meant for passing water, travel or Styx travel. It's instead for some kind of floating fortresses. That being said, the closer you get to that location, the less fighting there seems to be in the area. It seems that this area is heavily more defended, away, at least in terms of demons. And you do see a slope heading down towards the river. There are let's see, what's that thing again? I hate when my brain drops a word. Sorry. Brain dropping words always a pain in the neck as a GM.
I feel this.
Yes.
Quite frequently myself, too.
Where did that? I just had that map. Where? There's the map. Okay. So you see that, but you also see you see what looks like a bunch of mountain ridges nearby. Uh, and it looks like from here there are some kind of potentially either demon repellent or perhaps that the demons were fought away from this region. It's because you haven't seen any, and you barely seen any devils, at least not any close enough to hassle you. So you do see, like I said, a sloping a sloping space going down towards the water, and you do see a dock that is a 100-foot high service platform from the looks of things.
Make our way down to the docks.
Looks upbeat the driver.
So you're going to the full dock or the lower level area?
What's the plan? I don't know. I'm just.
I thought we went
Good.
to the docks.
Yeah, we gotta go to the docks to get the other side of the River Styx to get to the Bleeding Citadel.
Alright.
All right. All the way to the docks.
Dun, 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 dun.
Okay.
It'll be sad to leave this.
So you slow your vehicle, and you see various devils wandering to and fro, carrying supplies and seemingly fixing things. There's a bunch of barbed devils just up patrolling the area. It's kind of they toss you some glances, and flying around are several bone devils. They are also watching you, but they aren't approaching. As you climb down off of your vehicle and begin to approach the docking thing, you spot a horned devil that seems to be carrying a clipboard and shouting at the various barbed devils in the area. As you come forward, he kind of like turns and looks at you, like tilting his head a bit. Are you mortals?
I don't know.
Well, you're not devils, but you're not demons either.
It's looking to get across.
Kind of looks you guys up and down. Well, it so happens that I could use a favor. If you're looking to get across, perhaps you'd be interested in testing something out for me.
Why is it always with favors?
That is how things work here. As you get closer to the horned devil, you notice that they appear to have oil of some kind glistening over their clothing and bits of their skin. The devil is also chewing on something at the side of its mouth. And he kind of glances over towards your vehicle and seems to smile slightly and then look back at you. It seems that you're already acquainted with some vehicles.
Yeah. Very easy to know how to use it.
Ah, good. Then, as I said, you might be able to help me out as well. In fact, if you do well enough on this, I might be able to provide you with some upgrades. Maybe a weapon, armor, or even something fascinating, if you're interested.
Well,
What is it?
before we agree to this, what is this favor you wish?
Well, I really don't like my position here as a dock manager, but it is what I have to do. My real passion is machinery. I enjoy tinkering and making new devices, new machines, new ways of new energy forms sometimes. Right now, I have something rather special I've been working on. And he gestures towards some kind of barge that seems to be a few hundred yards away at another dark. It's hard to make out exactly its features from this distance. but it appears to be it appears to have some rusty chains hanging from it by a loading crane and some kind of spherical device. I have a bathysphere because I wish to dredge the bottom of the river Styx to, well, find some whatever's down there. Most likely some kind of souls that have been there for, well, ever. But I need it tested, and, well, unfortunately I can't use the devils around. And he kind of glares at them. I don't think Zuriel would like that very much. But you are perfect for this. It can fit up to 4 people. Well,
I do love machinery.
maybe sit. Maybe he looks at, he gives it another chance. Maybe more if the 2 of you, and he points at Will and Biddy, are there instead of that one. And he points at Urk.
Hmm? What?
Don't worry,
Not me.
Urk.
What did he say?
It's,
I kind of
don't
spaced
worry.
off a bit.
Don't worry about it, Urk.
Will
I
isn't
ain't being no test dummy.
You don't have to
Will
be.
isn't exactly kind of a sailor, but does that thing look seaworthy?
Let's see. You look at it, and as he escorts you guys over to make a better inspection at this, roll me a let's see, investigation check would be good.
All right.
Oh, yeah, this-
Shit, that's not good. Ooh, I
Okay.
rolled with disadvantage as well.
So you find that it is definitely airtight. There's a hatch on the top, and there's some kind of storage compartment at the bottom. And as he's talking to you, he says, "Well, your job will be to use this bathysphere and to suction up various soul silt from the bottom of the river. In fact, there's 4 of you, so there'll be 4 of you will be able to be in there, and whichever of you can suck up the most silt, I'll give you a soul coin for it."
And if we don't suck up the most?
That does not matter. It is more of an incentive to do something rather than not to do something.
I mean, I really like some of this machinery, especially especially when I started to drive that thing. This thing might be fun.
I would
Could
very much
I-
like to not. I would very
Could
much
I-
like to not be in that thing and go into the river Styx. I would like to stay away from the river Styx as far as I can.
I mean,
yeah,
yeah,
would
the
there
River
be like
Styx.
creatures down there?
Oh, I very much doubt it. There are simply souls throughout the Styx. And, well, they just can't get in.
Could I make another investigation roll to see if I can actually work one of these things?
With that investigation roll you already rolled, you know you can.
Oh, okay, then I guess I will make an agreement and go in one. I guess.
There's only the one bathroom.
Oh.
It has
There's
basically
only
4
one.
seats. But,
And then
go ahead.
check real quick.
sure.
A couple, actually. Rhiannon is remembering something that Lograth said about how he escaped a prison plane. And can my character make an intelligence check or something just to make sure I am remembering this correct?
Sure.
I thought it was through the River Styx.
Go ahead.
Come on, Rhiannon. You are smarter than the player behind you. No.
Oh,
Average.
You kind of get a bit of a remembrance, but it's whatever you currently remember. Player-wise.
So, player-wise, I remember Lograth saying that he escaped the prison plane and he escaped through the river Styx, which is why he doesn't have a chunk of his memories. And that's the vision that she had when he was lying on the banks, all fucked up from the river,
Yeah.
with the shadowy red form, is what I remember.
Yeah.
Okay.
That it basically, the river Styx killed him, attempted to rend his soul apart, but whatever that red shadow was, it kept his soul
It kept
from
it together.
going away. But he did lose his memories. But he had some kind of backup that he used.
Okay. Follow up, because I know Tobias has to go to bed.
Yeah, and we're about to end here.
Yeah. Rhiannon would like to insight whether this individual is actually caring about soul silt or is trying to find some sort of entrance exit to this prison plane.
Go for it.
That was
Ooh,
almost
damn.
You know
funny.
that he's definitely after the soul silt. In fact, the imp whispers to you that soul silt is a big delicacy in parts of the hell. He's basically looking to make a lot of money off of this.
All right, it's just a coincidence, I guess.
It's the equivalent of a new way. It would be the earthly equivalent of a new way of finding truffles.
A new way of what? You cut out.
Finding truffles.
Gotcha.
Mm.
All right, and with that, we will end for this week. And next week, you'll be having an adventure in the sticks.
This session, I found out that Biddy loves machinery.
You should have been an artificer.
Should have. Now that he's actually dealing with machinery and apparently knows how to move one of these things.
Mm-hmm.